Let me go to my house. There you go. My house is right here in my home. Oh, I'm about to say, what is that thing over there? Right, hell. Free yourself and watch them fall. I'm gonna do like reacting videos today instead of gaming. Free yourself. I'm sorry if you were in the Twitch thingy and I can't see your message. It's because of the. Relax your mind. What was that sound? Where's OBS at? OBS, where are you? Where are you? Why are you hiding from me, OBS? Yeah, it's right here. Wait. No. I hate this thing so much. Prove that you ain't a weirdo. Honestly, let me see something real quick. Maybe I should get that widget. Hmm? Okay. You know what's going on up there. Move it. Pretty sure I got. I guess I must be hallucinating. I don't know. I have no clue. Want you to rock getting a season 2, baby. Chapter 2? What's gonna be on Netflix? They do show new characters. Is this not Netflix? Music 91. You really message people on here. That's hilarious. Your anime suggestions. I already watched this. Alright. Let me set everything up real quick. YouTube. Bada bing, bada boom. Should be bigger. There we go. Bad manners. Are you kidding me? There we go. Whoa, what the heck? Scott Pilgrim. What's the dog doing? Oh, maybe I'll do a Gurlagon video. Let me do that too. Gangsta had everything. Yep, it did. It did. Had everything. I think on my other account. I think there's more anime related on my other account, technically speaking. Scavoli. Where are you, buddy? Why don't I just play a game or something? Game of anything. Guilty as suck. People show up, people don't show up. And it's been a good day. We had a good day. Guilty as suck. Let's see if I can find a court. Let's see. Ooh, excuse me. Actually, automatically be the judge.
Yo.
What I can't change it now. Hold on. I do this just to be able to go through my. I only have 100 or something viewers. Jeez. Wait a minute.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hola, hola. Kindercola.
Hola.
Do you have any custom cards or no?
Nah,
Nah, man.
nah, no custom cards.
Can I be defense?
Who's asking?
Me,
Not
Zilla.
me.
No.
Crazy.
Dude asked who's asking and then said no. Dude said who's asking and said no.
Oh my god.
Yo, are you alright, man?
Can you please get that piece of paper out of your mouth?
You're gonna pay the price.
For a quiet courtroom.
Yeah, we all just waited.
Yeah, I know, right?
I just work here.
I just work here.
Stop.
Smash. I mean, crazy.
Alright, buddy.
Well,
It's a fuck ass big pass.
well, you got no defender. You got no defender.
Oh, that's, I was just trying to draw, man.
But just what?
You please
Sheila,
un-
Sheila, why are you here?
Uncuff me, Judge.
All right, it's no point. Let's get this over with.
Judge,
Judge,
can I be uncuffed?
Judge.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
crazy.
What the fuck, Judge?
There was no defendant. Literally no defendant at all. He left.
He can defend himself.
Oh, touche.
Why is nobody fucking doing defense, bro? I guess we're all drunk.
Alright.
I'm drunk. Oeh, ik wil witness. Vind ik leuk. Oh, ik ben echt aan het koken met deze mail, ouwe.
Ga je hem aanklagen?
Nee, mijn baas was vergeten gewoon 5 uren toe
Ja,
te
dat-
voegen. Maar ze heeft inderdaad gezegd dat het haar fout was en dat het gewoon goed is. Dus ik ben nu echt, ik ben echt aan het koken met deze mail. Het is nee, dat ga ik niet eens zeggen.
Je bent er aan het afslachten.
Nee, juist niet, want ze heeft het weer toegevoegd en zo. Alleen,
So, whatever.
ik ben niet homo.
Oh,
Wacht, nee.
Can't we like hurry?
Oh boy, het komt er niet goed uit vandaag. Kijk.
Spicy
Hello,
potato,
guys.
can you ready up, please? Thank
Yeah,
you.
my bad.
Spicy potato. Very spicy potato.
Alright. Order in the cart. Order in the cart. Even though it's not that loud in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's nobody talking.
Order in the cart.
Just get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Boo.
Ow.
Boo.
Yeah, it's
Aw.
fucking, bro.
Yo, pickle jar, can you uncuff me?
Pickle jar.
Mr. Talk.
It is sucking.
Pickle
Stole
jar.
from his camera.
Alright. Who wants to go first?
Very devious.
All right.
It's always the prosecutor usually.
All right. There you go. I gave you an option.
Judge, can you hit me? Judge, can you hit me?
You saying that?
Judge, hit me.
No, I'm good.
Me!
Use the water gun to
Judge!
That's it.
Witness?
That's it. What do you need you need a witness for? For a water gun, you need a witness for that?
Witness that he did it.
Okay, I guess so. Oh, you lucky.
Ja,
Deze Amerikaanse
exactly.
Ik haat Amerikanen. Marco wordt niet goed.
All right. Put your freaking witness. You pick your witness.
Pull the witness for summon. No, you need to pick the witness.
No.
Get the scroll wheel to the purple hammer.
Santa
I
Claus.
already have it. I already have it. Do I?
No.
No, scroll
Yeah, now
wheel.
on the
Yeah,
right
now.
Excuse me.
No.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes. Now on the left
Yes.
thing.
Y'all sending me mixed messages right now.
Oh my god, how are you so ass?
There you go.
Judge, are you handicapped?
You're
That's
ugly.
crazy.
Ho, ho,
That's
ho.
crazy.
What did you see, Santa Claus?
Ho, ho, ho. Mr. Toka is very
Santa
naughty.
Claus. What did you see?
Mr. Toka stole a sock from his grandma, and he held his grandma hostage with a water gun. Ho ho ho!
That's true.
And he ate the sock.
We're in June right now. Why is Santa
Mr.
Claus here?
Judge, Mr.
It's
Toka
summer
is on the
Santa
naughty
Claus.
list. Ho ho ho! I mean, it's almost July and it's fucking hot.
Yeah, and you have Santa Claus over here.
Oh.
Santa Claus.
Never heard of
Ho,
Christmas in
ho,
June.
ho, don't hate.
No, unless it's your
Judge,
birthday.
You are on the naughty list.
Okay.
Judge, you are on the naughty list. Ho ho ho.
All right. This is the most kindergarten thing ever. Like,
Are you gonna do something or not, man? I'm not supposed to fucking answer questions.
Wow.
that's actually a good ass drawing. All right.
Thank you.
Is that all? Is that all? Do you have a question for him? All right.
Yeah, would you like to cross-examine
No,
the
I
witness?
won't.
Deze Amerikaan is zo randebiel.
A bunch of different languages going on here. So you have a question for the witness or no? Oh my gosh. All right.
So, okay, nobody has a question for the witness. Yeah, thank you.
Thank goodness. Anyway,
Ouwe, jullie zijn echt sukkels.
all right, your turn now.
Echt idioten. Fucking hell. Wat is... Mongolen.
Alright, Your Honor. Well, first of all, we've got Mr. Toka's hotel keycard, which actually shows he was staying at a hotel, not at his grandma, so he never visited his grandma, so he could never rob her. And also on the security cameras of the hotel, it's been seen that Mr. Toka has been there all
What's your
day.
max badge, BR?
That's
Okay.
it for now, Your Honor.
All right, that's it for for now. All right.
I object.
All right. You object? Come on, give me your evidence.
Hotel key card could be fabricated.
Fabricated. That's a big word.
He has a twin.
Does
Fuck.
does the client have a twin?
No, Your Honor, he doesn't have a twin.
Prosecutor, may you please spell with fabricated?
Twin went across the world.
Prosecutor, how old are we?
Yeah, it does seem like a big word for him.
I think that's irrelevant to the case.
Prosecutor, is this an act?
Okay, does he not have a twin brother? Does he not have a twin brother?
Prosecutor, spell Q. Spell Q.
All right, so it's confirmed he does not have a twin brother. Anything else?
Judge, I don't even think the prosecutor is well enough to.
His grandma had a dead father.
He wasn't even there.
What'd you say?
His little mother.
What'd you just say? What is this?
His grandma is in that clock. That's fine.
I threw up! I threw up!
Oh my god. Anxiety. So this is about like a stolen sock. This prosecutor. What's going on, bro? Like you're not helping.
Can I just say you Americans are really different?
You're American.
Thank you, I guess.
Look at his face. He's angry because he's gonna get
Angry?
jail.
What do you look angry from? It just looks like a photo of a dude on a. Okay.
Yeah, can I maybe get my turn?
Yeah, I'll let you get your turn. You're welcome.
Well, to prove even more that Mr. Toka was at the hotel, he left some internet comments. Some
Oh,
reviews on the hotel, which actually states he has been there.
what were the
And
reviews?
To back up my evidence even more, I want to call my witness.
All right, you're good. Witness. There you go.
Can you please just shut the fuck
Thank
up?
you.
Nobody cares.
Mr. Policeman. Mr.
Judge, can
Policeman.
you just, bailiff, can you just silence the jury?
Yeah.
I've got a few questions, Mr. Policeman.
Yes. Yes, good sir.
Is it true that on the on the date of the expected, well, not expected, the day that Mr. Toka should be at his graduation, but totally wasn't, you, yeah, he left, it's fine. You may have come across him at a hotel where
Yes.
he was drinking.
Yes. Yes, it was drinking at the hotel.
Alright. So that
Freaking Master Splinter over there.
I was on patrol. They
yes.
sent me to the hotel because they were drinking. Yes.
All right.
And
Is that?
is it also true, Mr. Policeman?
Excuse me.
What the fuck?
Disgusting, bro. Why right in my ear?
What the fuck? Will you please hold that in next time?
No.
Okay.
Nasty.
I can't, bro. I can't.
So disgusting, bro.
I swear I fucking
I don't want to follow you. Who did that? Was that the prosecutor?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was definitely prosecutor.
You know, you look at him hit the not guilty thing. But anyway, any more for your the witness? Any more questions?
No, that was it, Your Honor.
All right.
Prosecutor, do you want to cross-examine? You need to ask if the prosecutor wants to cross-examine the witness.
You really get.
Okay.
We're gonna let the burping kid crosses him in the freaking witness.
The perfect thing was spicy potato. That was
No, that was the
potato.
prosecutor.
That was
This dude literally burped in court. Are you serious? He wanted the pro. We could ask. Would ask what his favorite crayon was? Is he gonna ask what his favorite crayon is?
Okay.
This is what y'all sound like.
Thank you.
You sound like.
Yeah.
That was literally the prosecutor.
All right. So,
Yeah, but the prosecutor is like 2 years old, man.
oh here, Santa Claus.
Exactly.
Santa Claus again. Here, prosecutor, do something with Santa Claus over there.
No, but
Dude,
you
so
no, you need to get the defense attorney with this because the prosecutor needs to cross-examine me normally if you want.
Oh my god. Okay.
Isn't
Hold on a second.
yo prosecutor? Are you saying? Are you gonna say anything?
Yeah, you're not even saying anything.
Oh ho ho.
What the fuck, man? Do you want to cross-examine the policeman?
Bro,
Yes.
how do you even get on this game, bro? Aren't you
Go
like
to
too
the-
young to even type?
Yo, Judge, click the blue button, please.
Alright. Oh, wrong one.
No, the blue one.
There you go.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm policeman.
What evidence did you even give us?
You wanted to cross academy?
Yes.
Yeah. What the fuck do you want to say then?
He said yes.
Did you get bribed to say that?
No.
Spell bribe. What kind of evidence are you giving me? All right, should I end this here? He's not definitely not guilty. Like, what the world is going on? Oh my gosh.
Guys, I'll be prosecuted next time.
All right, yeah, this is. He gave us like such a like.
Doe jij defense, Tim, doe jij defense, doe ik prosecutor, dus lachen.
Ja, laat mij prosecuten. Laat mij prosecuten.
Ah, dan doe ik defense, doe ik defense.
All right. Not. Oh crap! I want to say guilty. You're lucky.
Oh, de
Yes, play again, play again.
Ja, dat. Tim, je moest zeg maar wel gewoon tegen foto's, dat was niet zo lastig, denk ik.
Nee, maar nu ik ga koken.
Goodness freaking gracious, bro.
Oké, nee, ik ga koken.
There was no way. There's no way you were ever gonna get through that if he was a freaking prosecutor. It was such a
Guy,
like stolen socks. Like, who goes to court for stolen socks? Makes no freaking sense.
I has no, but he ate them though.
No, but how was bro so retarded he couldn't even speak?
No, I think bro didn't even know his alphabet yet. Bro didn't know his ABCs.
All right, finally. Am I finally gonna be
He
able?
didn't even spell Q.
Am I finally gonna be able to freaking have a? You just mutter something on.
Curry.
You just freaking mutter something under your mouth.
Related to Stephen
No,
Curry?
no. All right, again.
Are you related to Stephen Curry?
No.
Are you related to Stephen Curry?
You want to be a you want your clown?
They was left.
Whatever.
What did you say?
Hurry up,
Did you ask me something?
prosecutor. I need to put.
Spicy potato.
Really need to put custom cards here. It'd be so fun.
Hello.
What? Hello?
Spicy potato. You're probably the only normal person here, bro. You just silently over there.
Oh,
Bro,
am I?
I'm literally the only normal person.
What are you saying over there?
Burped
Am
fucking
I?
hard in their mic.
I don't know. That was literally the prosecutor. Last game.
You were?
Bro!
You wanna play in Clash? Bro, who's
Why
gonna
are we
want
playing?
from me?
Why are you
Man.
playing with your cock right now?
Triple threat. I always play with my car.
No way y'all are doing this during your courtroom.
No, this is very professional. I'm top one.
Made the helicopter where what is What is this?
Nee,
Michael? Is that Michael Jordan?
Michael! Did you
Made the helicopter
that's why
where
that's-
Kobe.
Jordan, did you do
wanted
this?
to
Oh
kill,
my god!
wanted to kill
Jordan, did you really
Jordan.
do
Kobe,
this?
he could be the greatest basketball player. You know?
You think Michael Jordan? Never mind. You know,
There's no way you think LeBron is the best player.
I don't even watch basketball, so I don't really care. But anyway, who wants to go for actually? Prosecutor. I guess the prosecutor should go first. Actually, no.
They're all a bunch of N-words.
Oh.
Well, Your Honor, first of all,
Out of all the people, why Michael Jordan?
you just, I don't know.
Like, what conspiracy theories is that? Like, Michael Jordan is the one who's like, yo, Kobe, go on a helicopter today. Still remember the day when he passed. That was freaking
Michael
crazy.
Jordan shut it down.
Well, Your Honor,
Okay.
You're supposed to be defending
I
him.
found that Mr. that Mr. Jordan
I'm not saying
has
anything.
made a disposable call for is of course perfect for shady calls. Allegedly, he has been phoning the the pilot of the helicopter to make the helicopter crash. And how I can prove that, Your Honor, is by the security cameras. We saw Michael Jordan here on the security cameras, and we found fingerprints on the phone. That's it for now, Your Honor.
Alright, defense. How did I don't know. Alright. Out of all that. Okay.
Objection! Objection! A disturbing email has been found. This disturbing
Spicy
email
Potato, can you draw Michael
states
Jordan?
that, Michael...
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Is he jerking off or something? Can you do that for me?
Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, disturbing emails. Alright, that's his defense.
There's no way you're talking about me, bro. You're American.
Yes, disturbing emails of Michael Jordan.
You wanna be? I'm the judge. Don't make me just hit.
Some guy we don't know yet.
What's me being American have to do anything? What are you then?
Because you're stupid as fuck.
No, what are you then?
Suck dick, that's why.
If I told you,
What are you then?
Bro, what is the capital of
if I
Europe?
told you my
Judge, what's
country,
the
you
capital
wouldn't
of
even
Europe?
know it. That's how stupid.
Why would I care?
The school system sucks.
Judge, what's the capital of Europe?
Asia, duh.
Judge, what's the capital of Europe?
Asia.
Oh,
I know, wait,
oh
Fuck, yeah.
Capital of, what do you mean the capital of Europe? What do you
Spicy
mean?
Potato, you're also from the US.
What do you mean capital of
Yeah,
Europe?
but I'm Hispanic, so.
Nah, and I'm black. So what does that have to do with anything?
Drink crashing, buddy.
So you guys just hate America. You just think we're just Americans are just
Being
dumb.
black?
yes.
Being black doesn't have anything
Why
to do with the
everything?
capital
Why
of
do
Europe.
Americans always say their fucking color, their skin color?
You guys are little.
Shit.
What? You guys are little.
I didn't say my
Brother,
color.
you're
Anyway,
American.
here's my.
I don't.
African American,
Race,
actually.
race,
Black or
race,
white or
race,
Mexican or fucking hell, I don't care.
You guys are bringing up American and over freaking Kobe trial. Hurry up and freaking take your thing. Who cares? Like, who cares?
What does that have
Yeah,
to do
bro,
with
you
your
told us
skin
you were
color,
black.
man?
Why the fuck would I care?
He said he's a.
Nothing to do with the case. What are we yapping about?
Literally nothing. They're just here to crap on America. I don't know. I didn't bring this up. They brung it up. They're over here. Oh, America
I
education.
live in America too, and I live here.
Exactly. I don't care.
I didn't bring it up.
You guys are bringing it up. Do your case. Who cares? Holy
I
sh!
played in on him bringing it up.
Oh my gosh! Like, who
Like,
cares?
shut the fuck up. bro.
God damn. Who cares? Jeez. Freaking bringing up America. Who cares? Freaking put your evidence out.
Okay. There's been an unclear referendum found of the secret group of Michael Jordan voting if they were gonna crash Kobe Bryant's helicopter. The referendum has been voted positively, which means the helicopter would be planned to crash.
So are you defending him or saying that Michael Jordan's the reason it crashed?
Spelen.
You feel like you're saying Michael Jordan did it.
No, George, let me cook. George, let me cook.
You're not cooking at all. It seems like you want the woman guilty.
Yo, Garfield, praat even. Beest. Okay, guys. Well, I've got fuck ass cards. Let the prosecutor speak.
Well, Your Honor. Of course, there may be
Fuck you.
unclear referendum, but unfortunately, we have found cryptic messages that stated that the referendum actually wasn't very unclear, and they actually all voted to crash Kobe's helicopter.
They voted to crash.
Nee, maar hij is zwart, hè? Hij is zwart.
Like what the secret society say, yo, let's crash that.
Buddy.
That's how it works, brother.
They said, oh, let's crash his thing. That's how that worked.
Do you play in
Yeah,
the
are you
NFL?
going D1 by any chance?
Huh?
Are you going D1 by any chance?
No. Why?
How much do you
I'm
bench?
just curious, because you're black.
Hurry up and do your thing.
No. Oh, yes.
Defend your client.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, whatever makes this thing go faster.
No.
You really like drawing memes, don't you, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Spicy potato, I'm scared of you.
I'm gonna touch you.
I don't know what you're
well,
talking about.
The reason the helicopter crashed was because the city.
Of course, there was no green light for the
froze
helicopter.
For some wind because of red light. Yeah, there was no green light, so the helicopter needed to stop. And while stopping, he turned off the propeller, and by turning it off, he crashed, and they all died. Uh-oh.
This I don't know what to say because you're saying Michael Jordan did it.
Because it's just that good of evidence.
It's just this case makes no freaking sense. I guess it's supposed to not make sense. Anyway.
But why?
I mean,
Wait.
to be fair,
Okay,
I was thinking maybe I should do King Von, but then I thought, no, Michael Jordan is better.
You're just going through Americans' death, huh? You went from King Von. How you go from Michael B. Kobe to King Von?
Well, I already downloaded King Von for another court case, so I had him already on my PC.
Okay, prosecutor, you want anything else? You got anything else? You want to call? You can't call witnesses. No witnesses. But you want to call? You want anything else, prosecutor?
Yeah, well, Spicy Potato can play a witness.
Spicy Potato, want to play witness?
Potato can play the witness.
Nah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, you got his last breaking news.
Judge is clear evidence that Michael Jordan hates Kobe Bryant.
There's clear evidence that Michael.
Judge, I'll play witness for both.
Okay.
I don't think that's how that works.
You're gonna play witness for yourself?
Yeah. You're gonna say everything that's gonna help your case, and you say
No, Judge, I'm gonna cook.
you literally just said you're gonna.
No stress.
No, there's no cooking, bro.
No.
There's no cooking. The ovens. You already burnt the food, bro. You were literally saying that you're gonna put a witness to help your case.
No, I didn't burn the food, bro. I'm cooking.
I'm bringing a witness. So basically, no. It's
What's your favorite fast food?
Yeah.
why.
Judge, just bring out the witness.
Well, I'm not.
Bring out the witness.
Like,
Because I'm gonna cook as witness.
okay. Perfect. Oh, wrong one.
Brother, I'm just curious because we put a lot of fast food where I'm from, so I'm just curious.
McWendy's. You're welcome. Anyway.
Hello, homeless man.
Wendy's?
Hello. Homeless man. Michael Jordan is you didn't see Michael Jordan disposing doing the 3312 cell phone call. No, he didn't do that.
Sound like Hulk Hogan.
Alright. I think the case is clear. There has never been as the witness said.
Why would a homeless man know what Michael Jordan be doing?
My phone call has never happened.
Why would he know what Michael Jordan be doing?
Bro,
He's a homeless man. Michael Jordan's a billionaire.
He's lurking around his house. No, he's not a billionaire, a millionaire.
Billionaire. No, Michael Jordan is a billionaire.
Big difference.
Michael Jordan's a billionaire. Look it up. He's literally a billionaire.
Michael Jordan is not a billionaire.
Look it up right now.
Alright, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Look it up right now.
He is a billionaire, I believe.
He's a billionaire.
$4 billion.
Why the heck would they let a homeless person even near his house?
Fuck, he's a billionaire.
Okay.
Well, anyways.
Literally has a whole brand called Air Jordans.
Homeless man.
Fuck!
Anything wrong over there?
You fucking used them
Yeah,
all,
I
bitch.
can't send my thing anymore.
Yeah, you used all the...
Dang, that's tough.
You.
All right, prosecutor, you want to bring your witness and be the witness too?
Yes.
No, I'm gonna be the
I wanna
witness.
bring up my-
You cannot be the witness for the prosecutor because you're gonna say everything he said is wrong. Oh my gosh! All right, let the baby get his chance.
No,
Here.
I'm very fair. Toch, Tim? Toch, Tim? I'm not a baby. Fuck
Alright,
you,
Miss Millwoman. Alright.
Yes, hello?
There's only one true question we need to answer here, and it is: I believe you have delivered the suspicious cell phone to Michael Jordan's house. Yes.
I don't know what's in the packages I delivered. I can't confirm that. No, I have brought a package to Michael Jordan, but I don't know if it was in cell phone.
Sound like
So we're not fair.
Miss Piggy from Muppets.
Bro, how can a male woman know what she's bringing?
Hey, you can't talk while being also the witness. You cannot talk while also being the witness. That's not how that works.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Judge. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's legit trying to be the witness and the defender at the trying to question his own questioning. That's what he's trying to do.
Judge, that's not possible. Judge, I'd like to
Oh my
cross-examine the
god,
witness.
he's gonna ask himself questions.
You're gonna ask yourself a question? That's all you need.
We gotta let
Spicy.
him do it. We gotta let him do it. We gotta let him do it.
Okay, I might as well. Go on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love you, but that's it.
I love you too?
Male woman.
What an awkward I love you.
Fuck, man, why are you so weird?
What?
Whoa. You can't call him weird.
I'm gonna take a piss.
You can't call him weird and you say I love you and then you're like, why you gotta make it weird, bro?
I'm not weird.
You just said it was how you made it weird.
Bro.
Alright, question your witness. Please question
So, male woman, you're right. It is right that you don't know what's in the packages you deliver. Yes, that's right. And the prosecutor's a bitch I hate the fucking prosecutor. The prosecutor.
Bro,
is a
Sake, legit,
fucking idiot.
these
He's
people
not
are like
guilty.
railing on
I
America
think
right
that's
now.
my case here. Hij is met zijn moeder aan het praten, denk ik.
Alright. Prosecutor, do you also want to question the witness / defenders?
Ja, door jij en alles.
No, Your Honor, I think I've proven enough evidence that Mr. Michael Jordan is guilty.
Alright, so
No, Michael Jordan, no.
any more evidence? No more any more evidence before I even actually let the defendant go. Now let the prosecutor go. Any more evidence, please?
Please. Why?
Fake passport.
There was a fake passport of Kobe Bryant trying to flee the country. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm just.
Do you even know the context of his death?
I don't.
Do you know how he died or where he was going when he died?
He died in a plane crash.
Yeah, but you know where he was going?
I know he died in a plane crash.
But I'm asking, do you know where he was going?
Well, I don't know where he was going.
Alright. Prosecutor, the floor is yours.
Probably somewhere in the States.
Well, Your Honor, I have nothing to add anymore. That's all my evidence. I think I've proven enough.
Alright, you prove enough? Alright.
And the attorney is yapping out of his ass.
Judge, not guilty.
Yeah, but to be honest, you've been pretty much like saying he kind of like Michael Jordan did do it, but he kind of didn't do it. Like this whole thing was crazy. You wish we had more
Judge,
witnesses.
I've been cooking. Judge, you're just jealous of my cooking skills.
The only thing
Just
you're
admit it.
fucking cooking is fucking... I don't even know. You're not really cooking.
You're not cooking at all. I think you did a bad job for Michael B. Jordan over there. Michael Jordan, sorry, wrong Jordan.
B. Jordan.
Sorry, wrong Jordan. Sorry,
One Jordan.
wrong Jordan.
One Jordan. Alright. The judge isn't even competent enough.
Spicy Potato. Since you're back, do you think he's innocent or guilty?
I just work here.
All right,
So
good.
innocent.
That's good enough for me. All right. Any closing statements before I do the verdict?
Ik heb zo hard verloren. If you choose not guilty, I can give you
I can give you
20.
a blowjob.
I knew someone was gonna offer it for me. No, I knew someone was gonna say that crap. No, thank you, please. Also, that's bribery. That is against the law.
20.
Wait.
Gave you
I got
20,
this. I got this.
Brother, we're in the States. This is not bribery. This is just a normal day.
Prosecutor.
It's bribery.
Number 1 through
This
10.
is normal.
What? Please speak, Spicy Potato. That's a
I
crazy
think
name
of a
too.
number 1 through 10. Prosecutor, pick one.
like picking
Yeah,
straws.
right. I'm actually gonna lose his case based on luck.
Pick a number. 1 through 10.
That's crazy.
No, just pick one. Just pick a number.
2.
It was 2. He's not guilty. Yay!
Oh, he's
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, W
No!
judge. W judge.
That's such
Love
bullshit.
it.
I'm sorry. There was no way. I'm sorry. There was no way. There was no freaking way I could freaking do that, bro. No way.
Oh my god.
I won.
Bro, you really did you guys-
Let be the prosecutor. Let Leach be the prosecutor.
you want me to be the prosecutor?
Yes, please.
Oh wait, no, you're not the defender. I keep forgetting you. Oh, I'm good. I voted you not. I said he was guilty, so you're gonna be on my side, right?
I don't want to be defendant
Play
though.
something else, mate.
I'm gonna be witness.
No.
Yo, Curry, is the lobby open?
Now it is.
Bruh.
Yeah, okay, I already thought so.
I didn't know the lobby wasn't open. I thought it would just be open the whole time.
I guess I'll be defense.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
probably
the
be
lobby
bad.
automatically closes for some
No, you
reason.
got this, mate.
No, it wasn't a
No,
safe
okay.
lobby. They were freaking
Also,
going after me for not
bro,
knowing the
Spicy
capital of
said,
Europe.
Look how
Where
I
would you rather
clutched
want to
at
be
defense
judged?
and I
Guys? You
even
can
won.
choose. Judge for
I'm
defense.
so
Judge
good
for
at defense.
You literally.
You literally lost a case. What are you talking about? You're good at defense. You literally lost a case.
Yeah, like, you literally went to jail. What are you talking
No,
about?
I got the correct number. I got the correct number.
That doesn't mean you're still.
Oh, yeah, but like that has nothing to do with anything.
That had nothing to do with that. You still lost the case.
It was literally the point of the whole case.
No, it wasn't. It was
No, no, no.
you did a horrible job.
No, you're just jealous. It was 2. You're just jealous. It was number 2.
Oh gosh. Yeah. All right, buddy. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Oh wait, actually. Hey, you Europees. You guys know any other Americans you know? Is it silent? Or are they just choosing to ignore me? All right. Oh. That one. Dang, why is it so small? Oh, never mind. All right.
Hé, mijn wifi werkt weer.
Echt zo.
Hallo.
Oh, bro.
Hey, waar is
Ja,
die
je
defendant? Idioot, ouwe. Ik ga denk dan stoppen.
Ja, is goed.
Ik vraag me wel af waarom niet dan zwart, waarom we moeten weten dat hij zwart is.
All right. Where the heck is the defendant at?
Ja,
He left.
de defendant left.
I spell.
I'm gonna play defendant.
Oh my God. Yes.
You're gonna play defender without seeing the evidence.
Bro, I spent all that time looking up Winnie the Pooh.
Tim, je zag hoe hard ik net had geflutst.
Oh my goodness gracious. Ja, just.
Zeg dat niet,
Oh my
anders, dan
God.
ben je gewoon jaloers. Feiten kunnen niet ontkomen van mijn goedheid.
Hé joh, een goal.
This is so dumb.
Honduras heeft gescoord joh.
So dumb.
Joh. Hoe doen ze het?
Wereldjob.
Uno,
Mooi,
dos.
Tim.
Ik vraag me eigenlijk ook af waarom de verwachting is om...
Bro, look at Winnie the Pooh over there.
Bro, you're muted.
Oh. I totally forgot. Look at Winnie. I said, look at Winnie the Pooh over there. Oh. Oh, the first time I ever be stupid prosecutor, doesn't get a chance to do this. Oh my gosh.
Lucky mate.
All right, adios amigo. That lobby, Sake. If you, ooh, I'm lagging. Sake, if you were here earlier, bro, you would freaking see the crap I would deal with, bro. They're like, you stupid American. I don't look at the capital of Europe now. Those dudes irritate the heck out of me. Always stupid. It's always freaking Europeans who have a lot to say. I hate idiots. They're just raving on how Americans are idiots. We are idiots, but we're not. I'm not. What is it? Yeah, because I don't know what the freaking capital. Yet while there doesn't have a single off capital, I don't even know there's technically no capital of United. Man, get out of my face. There's no there's Brusio or BSCLs, whatever it's called. The nerve of these people. They call me out for saying I don't know what the freaking thing is. Nerve of these people. There's no capital of Europe. Stupid. Yeah, good. They always say, "Oh, it's American. It's American education." Which, I'm not gonna lie, we do it sometimes, but you know. We do it sometimes, but it's like, come on now. I'm still using Winnie the Pooh. I don't care. I'm like, capital of Europe. You know, this thing is capital of Europe, bro. Hello.
Hello.
Nerve of these people. Gonna still talk about my education. There's no such thing as a capital of Europe. What the heck is that, bro?
The SCP Foundation.
Capital of Europe. Knowing losers.
Bob.
Stan.
December 89. 6. December.
I gotta play a game with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Hello, Judge Allison. I am your lethal knight, I think.
Sorry, I'm talking to my mic.
Judge Allison, are you there? Who? Stealing honey? Who steals honey?
Alrighty then. Yes. Judge, you let me go first or no? Hello, Judge.
The judge dead.
I don't think they can speak.
I know. Why would they pick the judge thing if they're not gonna speak?
Why not jury?
Yeah, legit. Alright. I guess I got the green light.
The mute judge, yes.
Imagine.
Yeah, we got a mute judge.
Alright. To show Mr. has stolen the honey. I read on a message. So the poo over there was sent a message and he did not read it. And this shows that he's been trying to steal the honey. Because who doesn't like honey? I rest my case.
I don't really like honey.
All right. Defendant, go please.
But it was actually a glorious photo. It was glorious, so who knows, was it true or not, because the photo was.
I can't take you seriously. I just hear freaking small little kids. All right.
Well, let me make them into sense.
All right. Anything else?
Relax, judge.
All right. So to counteract his blurry photos, only rich and well-known characters will have a golden key. And Winnie the Pooh has been alive for many years. So what does that tell us? That he's wealthy enough to get a golden key to steal honey. So now, do we all believe that Winnie the Pooh isn't wealthy enough to get honey or the key, the golden key?
He has to get the golden key or a honey, and if he has the golden key, that means he dished the honey. So he.
Well, you just did it for me. So basically, Winnie the Pooh over there has the money and resources to get a key to open the honey thing. I rest my case. Oh, we have a witness? Where the heck did the witness come from?
Why? Hold on, I'll turn him into a ducky witness. Oh, wait, that is not working. Let me turn you into a duck. A doggy witness. Why isn't this working? Why is this one working?
How much money is the golden key?
Guys, I speak doggerese.
This dude sound like he just came out the womb. I mean that.
I speak doggerese.
Hey, how old are you?
Am I crazy? These people sound like they just came out of school.
I'm 13.
All right, I guess I won.
Yeah, I guess you won.
I'm almost done my drawing.
I'm just gonna.
How long did it take you to draw?
At least I had to do it.
Wait, no, I almost done my drawing! Ah!
Yay.
Ew.
Has been
Hate the judge.
doomed. Winnie the Pooh has been doomed. No, he'll be prosecutor with the beauties.
Hey Sake, you want to react to some videos, bro? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. You legit cannot play this game unless you have been playing with friends. You cannot play this online. Like Repo, you cannot play online. Alright. Oh, that's my other account. Bro, I was literally playing with someone who seemed like he was just birthed yesterday. Okay, I got a Scavoli video I want to watch. I think it's the VTuber one. Tokyo Revengers could be huge soon. This didn't age well. That's crazy. He can actually make the secret to Animal Crossing fun. I'm really surprised he can make this video. Where's the VTuber one? Let me change the stupid Twitch thing. You gotta get right. I got that song stuck in my head. You know what I'm gonna do? Make a best of anime. Best of anime. Where's the VTuber one? I was so done. That freaking game was like, that kid looked like he just came out the womb, like legit. Like he's like 5 years old. Like, I want to play these type of games on stream, but it's impossible. Where's the VTuber? Did I go past the VTuber one like millions of times? Black characters in anime. Screw it. They think only 2 minutes. Let's see who I just seen. Alright, never mind. It's cause only, I think it's cause, no, I'm not gonna assume. Oh, VTuber, there it is, found it. Full screen it. All right. Thanks.
It's true,
Thank you.
honest.
All right, is the audio good? Let me turn off my music.
Or familiar without pretension or affection.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Actually, another question, Sake, if you're still here, do you understand like VTubing? Like, Sake, do you like VTubers or you don't like VTubers? Because for me, I'm like, it's a mixed bag. Like VTubing seems like interesting because basically you can hide your identity. You don't have to. You could play a character without having to worry about people basically calling you cringe. Well, they can, but it's like a little bit iffy. But like me with VTubers, I'm like, I'm an anime fan. I didn't know what VTubers were until like what 2020. 2020 was like when I first discovered like VTubers. Yeah, it's like for me, like VTubing is like so. I don't know. It's like, hey, they make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. So it's like, you know.
Real has many definitions, but if I were to pick one right now, I would say behaving or
It's like, it's just the same as me liking or not liking a normal YouTuber to be honest. Yeah, that makes sense.
presenting in a way that feels true, honest, or familiar without pretension or affection.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream.
This is not a real person.
Oh my god, if I hear this in my voice, bro, when you have like siblings, bro, it's just certain things just annoy you. I'm not saying she's annoying, but oh my gosh, bro.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. If you haven't seen one, this is called a VTuber. It's, for the most part, someone with motion tracking software who operates under the guise of an anime person. Many of them adopt mannerisms to better fit the backstory they made for their character. For example, this one likes referencing carrots because she's a rabbit, or this one who pretends to be bad at basic math because it's cute. There's all sorts of characters.
Bro, there's so many VTubers out there. It's crazy how many VTubers are like, there's like a VTuber for everything. Everything has a VTuber. It's crazy. Like every personality in anime has a VTuber.
And backstories, and nearly all of the most well-known ones are either Japanese or English-speaking women. I have to give this definition because I've shown exactly 3 people this in real life and have gotten, quote, "What the fuck is that? Is this real? And do people actually watch this?" in response. All of them
Oh, I completely understand where people are coming from when it comes to VTuber. I think you kind of get that in like any other how do I say this? Any other type of like people will say to us like, oh, you like anime? Isn't it anime weird? Blah 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 blah. It's like I get that. Shoko, welcome to the stream, bro. We're just reacting to a video on VTubers. But yeah, it's like it's such a like a mixed bag because is it wrong to be like it's cringy, but also be offended when someone tells you that your stuff is cringy, like the stuff you watch and the stuff you do is cringy. I always think of that.
Laughed. Yet almost every single one of the top 15 highest earning super chats on YouTube are owned by VTubers. Look at
hey, VTuber Blackstar, here I come. VTuber Blackstar.
Giga, he looks like he's about to get his fucking nails clipped at the vet. YouTubers everywhere will not stop posting about them. They're clearly popular, so I think it's important to approach this with
guess what I'm gonna post
in mind. VTubers are not inherently bad. In fact, so many of them are
Whoa,
extremely
what's
talented
going on there?
and natural-born entertainers that can captivate an audience of millions without being obsessed with drama or being negative in the slightest.
But as far as people acting like the first go, I hate it. There's an audience for it, and they aren't hurting anyone. It's still fun to make fun of them.
Many of them play instruments, sing, and play games at a high level. These girls are famous for a reason, usually. But I don't.
I'm sorry for pausing a lot, but imagine imagine like you playing Call of Duty, you get freaking wrecked, and you see the profile, and then you see a freaking VTuber. I'm like, I just got wrecked by a VTuber.
Understand the appeal on a personal level.
Come on, baby, kiss me. Kiss me. Kiss me, Mario.
My friend who enjoys VTubers watched this clip and was in pure glee. I've only heard this fat bastard rant about two things. This clip and some sandwich called the fucking heart clogger that he gets from the grocery store. So
it's really funny because, and I guess what you Sake, I get what you're saying, Sake. It's like when you just see like, I don't know, it's like really freaking like cringy, like there are definitely some cringy VTubers, don't get me wrong, but there's some really like honest ones out there. Like I don't personally know a lot of VTubers because I don't watch VTuber stuff. But it's like when you see like it's kind of crazy because like you said, Saga, there's people who enjoy VTubing and there's people who like think like VTubers like disgusting. But there's also like a false thing when it comes to VTuber. VTubing is like VTubing is basically, you know, some people use it for like, you know, not having having privacy because obviously, you know, when you put your face out there, you get like you're subject to like the craziest things in the whole world. But you know, VTubing is like a safe place where you just hide your face. Basically, you're basically playing a character essentially, and they get the crazy super chats, bro. I'm like, VTuber model, here I come. I'll never become a VTuber. That's way too much stuff.
I knew that this was special, but when I watched that clip, I honestly wanted to rip her hair out and stuff it in my ears and light the ends on fire like a wick. I hate VTubers. When I see them on screen, my heart starts pumping, my eyes go bloodshot, and I go dizzy. Why? How did these guys blow up under so many people's noses? Where did they come from? I want to answer.
It's because everyone loves VTubing is essentially like it's like a real life version of like you get a real version of an anime character in like, you know, YouTube, Twitch form, like, you know, it's usually why people love it. They want to it's basically how do I say this? They're envisioning what a real if an anime girl in an anime would be like, essentially.
Answer these questions because honestly the video was just going to be a quick rant, but I gradually became fascinated in the plot twists and reasons why people enjoy VTubers. So those of you who love them and people who hate them, hold hands as I take you through Act 1. In 2000, Yamaha sound guy Ken Mochi Hideki starts a project called Daisy, which aims to generate human-sounding vocals from text like beep, beep, bop, bop, beep, kind of like Animal Crossing.
Anime Crossing's music actually sounds really good.
Thanks to
Pretty
Yamaha,
funny.
Daisy got promoted and fully fleshed out as Vocaloid, which was released in 2004 and marketed towards professional musicians. The problem is, at the time, everyone thought, robots, professional software, this is baby shit. Nobody cared about it, and it was dismissed as just a toy. But very slowly over the years,
Then slowly everyone becomes anime. Slowly everyone loves AI now. Crazy.
Vocaloid was being taken more and more seriously. And in 2007, Krypton Media has an idea. They take Vocaloid, make mascots, make the main mascot 16, and drop a new sound pack. It worked. Hatsune Miku was hot. Music artists would make collabs with her.
I to this day I never understood why people care about Hatsune Miku. Like my sister literally dressed up as her for Halloween. Also, if you guys hear barking, that's my freaking dog. If you guys hear it, I don't know if you guys can hear it. But legit, it's like I never got the whole point of. I never understood that, to be honest. Like I remember when I was like into anime, and as I seen her, I was like, I never understood. But she makes music, so it's like, is there a real person behind it, or is it just like a computer doing it? That's what I always thought when I was like getting into
Vocaloid pack and animator moving and shit. This caught on in Japan like crazy. Eventually, she starts selling out actual concerts. She tops out iTunes.
Oh my goodness gracious. Bro, don't give America any idea. I hope America never sees this video. Imagine what they could do to fallen artists. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm really surprised America did not do crap. Michael Jackson. I'm really surprised they didn't do it with I guess they technically did do it with Michael Jackson. But it's like, I'm really surprised they didn't do it. They did a Tupac hologram too. But it's like, do not give freaking America any ideas.
Best-selling chart. An unbelievable amount of porn is made. But the big takeaway here is that Japan discovered something big. Hatsune Miku is marketable as fuck. Dominoes, clothing, Funko Pops, hot dogs, or something. It didn't just matter that Hatsune Miku could hit iTunes top 10 list a week after.
I also do like Gorillas, so it's like, I'm kind of hypocrite because they are technically a virtual band. But it's like, it's just crazy people actually buy tickets to see a hologram perform. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Japan freaking crowds are freaking amazing, to be honest.
After making a song. What mattered was that we can completely manufacture a cultural phenomenon, manipulate every part of her persona, and not have to pay them royalties for making merch, commercials, or collaborations. It's genius. Oh, you're influenced.
Oh, that's a freaking record label's freaking dream. Ooh.
Got caught doing blackface again this month. I just fucking programmed mine not to do that. Now, does it work 100% of the time? Well, that's a complicated. It's estimated that in 2012, Hatsune Miku acquired a whopping 10 billion yen since her debut, which translates to a whopping $6 USD. Seeing this, an unknown production crew thought, hey, I could do that, and debuted Kizuna AI in 2016.
Now it's crazy how AI is just now catching up. Japan, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Japan is the most technically advanced thing, because they technically are, but they're not really, like, when it comes to, like, you know, certain things, they're definitely not. But like, they're still stuck in the olden days with certain policies. But it's like, when I see, when I think about that, really is why AI didn't freaking stop, like, go on.
He very closely resembles the VTubers today, but instead of running the risk of it being a fat middle-aged Hispanic man, Kizuna Ai is actually like 8 middle-aged fat Hispanic men. She debuted on YouTube in November of 2016 and mostly creates largely scripted and pre-recorded content.
I've never heard of her. Miku, I understand. I never heard of her. Never.
Look at her. Those were fucking babies. Which wasn't really a problem with people. Anime is scripted and people certainly love those characters, so it only makes sense that there's an appeal for something like Kizuna to exist. I believe that most people aren't under the impression that this is a real girl with a real personality and, you know, blah blah blah. In fact, she's basically a goddamn puppet. Even her voice actress is completely disposable. I think I read she's got like 5 substitutes that share.
Oh my goodness gracious, 5 substitutes? She has 5 substitutes? Holy crap, bro.
Her cold metal cage of a body. And Japan had done it again. Kizuna was a goddamn hit. She's the cover girl of Cup Noodle. She's been on the TV and news multiple times, done ads, and honestly, more impressive than all of that, she collaborated with PewDiePie. Enter the third major character, HoloLive. Cover Corp, which works with alternate realities.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro. I never know there was this much of a deep dive into VTubing.
Sees the massive success of Hatsune Miku and Kizuno Ai and says, hey, I could do that. So they did. Sometime in 2017, Cover Corp released a smartphone app called HoloLive, which would allow you to view a VTuber live while they stream. This changes things. Yep. It's only one fat guy now. HoloLive held auditions for extremely talented women and jokes.
I'm not, it's always like hilarious when people say, oh, you know, VTubers are like, you know, guys, which is sometimes they're true, but like I think some of them are actually girls, you know. Some of them are actually girls. I don't like the people like saying that, oh, it's just a guy in a. I think that's like, I think one person ruined it for everybody. Now everyone's gonna go with that. What's I about to say? I'll go with that statement. I understand where it's coming from.
A lot of them are also very pretty in real life. Now, there may be some coaching involved, but for the most part, these girls have creative control over what they stream, if or not they curse, etc. And HoloLive provides them with a rigged up 3D model, an iPhone X, and a high-spec gaming PC.
What? Oh, you use an iPhone? That's crazy.
Blah, blah, blah. They're basically a management company for aspiring VTubers. You could be a VTuber. Unless you're a guy, then the chances are slim. And of course, this caught on fire and other companies thought,
oh my gosh. I always thought, is there really any famous male VTubers out there? Because it's always interesting because you only see like the girls. You never see like male VTubers out there. I guess like for like girls, I guess it's like basically like shonen and shoujo kind of. Like, is there any like VTubers out there that are like male or famous?
But instead of just working in Japan, Niji Sanji went to Mr. Worldwide and spread out in China, Japan, Indonesia, India, and Korea. So HoloLive said, hey, I could do that.
I can do that.
And then there's a ton of VTubers all over the world. The end. Holy shit, America likes VTubers. Gargara comes flying up in the charts and is the most searched for VTuber in 2020. Mori Callipy comes straight out of nowhere at a tremendous upset. See, if you liked anime at all and watched a VTuber video once thinking, what is this? Surprise, these little fuckers are going to ruin your recommend.
Oh my goodness, he is so correct. You watch one VTuber thing, one, not two, one, and they freaking infiltrate your thing like they're freaking invading your country. Holy crap, bro. These little freaking things are the most annoying thing in the whole freaking world. One VTuber video means your whole freaking recommended is freaking VTubing.
Recommended feed forever. Enjoy. So a lot of Americans were already introduced to VTubing.
I'm not gonna act like I admit it's actually, some of them are actually pretty cool, but you know, not really into it that much.
Especially since there are channels dedicated to taking funny clips from their streams and translating them just hours after the fact. You have an abundance of binge-worthy content, and now HoloLive is making an English branch, coupled with Japan's aging population and business was booming. It still is. Japan, America, Indonesia, VTubers have triumphed over what's considered normal to cement themselves as a very real and lucrative industry. September 24th, 2020. Akai Hato goes over her analytics with her audience to see which countries watch her the most.
Ooh, I heard about this story.
Did you catch that? That's okay, neither did she. Kiryu Coco, who's one of the biggest VTubers in the world, That's okay, neither did she.
11% of freaking Americans. What the heck?
Kiryu Coco, who's one of the biggest VTubers in the world, does the same thing the next day.
They must know Japan.
The two slept as some rich-ass bitches. Someone was at the door.
Who is it?
She replies, the Chinese.
Over saying that? That's crazy.
Hato and Coco made the mistake of mentioning Taiwan in their analytics, which China does not officially recognize as an independent country. Chinese viewers were not happy. In fact, they were pissed. And if you don't know, Asian countries go hard as fuck with their trolling.
Oh, I've watched stories of like Japanese like trolls, bro. They go hard, bro. They go crazy, ridiculously hard on people, bro. It's crazy.
Coco and Hato were suspended for 3 weeks for saying the word Taiwan. But the viewers were not satisfied. Well, they believed that Akai Hato had made an honest mistake. That harlot Kiryu Koko had to pay. Raids, smear videos, multiple VTubers were doxxed, anything to get revenge. They even go so far as to continuously buy YouTube accounts to keep it going. One guy even...
That is dedicational. That's dedicational hatred right there.
His social credit score to 0 and ruined his life because he used a VPN.
Oh my gosh.
This new faction is called the Antis. Because Hololive has yet to ban Coco, they've developed a vendetta against the company. To this day, they're kind of active. You can see them in chat or their Facebook propaganda, which is banned in China, so they gotta be using a VPN to spoof their location to a nearby country. Just saying. Hololive then had two options. They can continue expanding in China and allow their new Chinese overlords to permanently ban VTubers on a whim, or leave, which they did. And that's the story of how a single word dissolved.
Dang, bro. But imagine doing all that legit over. I don't want to comment on anything. It's something I don't know. I personally do not know. But holy crap, I cannot imagine going basically having your whole career gone for that. And people still hate you for it. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
The entire Chinese branch of Hololive. Didn't really do much though. Yeah, it was on the news and Hirohei made like 600 videos about it, but VTubers just kind of moved on and are doing better than ever. Finally, the next generation. Remember how we found out VTubing is pretty big here? Well, a bunch of English-speaking boys and girls started paying hundreds all the way up to thousands for rigging commissions, avatars.
Jeez, I heard freaking rigging costs like freaking it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap,
etc. It's now gotten to the point where anyone with a camera can go, hey, I can do that, because they literally can. And this is where a lot of cringe comes in for me personally. Act 3. We've learned the history of VTubers, but now can we get a little bit more personal? If you enjoy them, that's your business, and hopefully you can find what I've been saying so far entertaining. But for my boys...
I am the greatest treasure hunter the world has ever seen.
Dang, look at those super chats. God dang.
Look, I personally can't get into that because I personally find it creepy, horrifying, disturbing, and to be honest with you, kind of fucked up in the head.
The boys that understand?
Yeah, I think you're judging a book by its cover. I think not every VTuber is cringy though. Not every VTuber is.
She's an anime woman just sitting there screaming in Japanese, and it's scary, alright?
This is for you, bro. Not really the first guy though, he was going crazy. I honestly thought I was alone.
I think the other dude is a closeted VTuber lover. He sounds like a closeted VTuber lover.
In despising these trollops. Online, I see overwhelming love for VTubers, and as much as I'm happy for those people, and especially the VTubers themselves, who've earned a spot atop the most well-known streamers around, I still think it's super fun to make fun of them. And I haven't really seen a lot of my kind out there, so
basically what Saki would say.
I do not understand them. People have often used the phrase cute girls doing cute things to describe why they like certain shows. I've always thought of it more as stupid fucking idiots doing dumb shit. I'm fully aware that I'm a weirdo. I've asked the most manly dudes around to normal, casual friends if they hated this clip as much as me. And almost...
I guess it's just based off. I don't know. I think certain anime fans just make it a little bit more like, you know, I think they kind of freaking blur the lines. Like nothing can be cute. But also, they just go way too far into it.
All of them had no issue with it. Many even said it was cute. On the other hand, I look at that clip and cringe. It makes me uncomfortable and most of all annoyed. Because I feel entertainment is at its best when the line between realism and fiction is distorted. I enjoy media that provides a reflection of very real things that we experience, whether it be in dialogue, delivery, or the actions the characters take, and then flip it and do something crazy with the story. As I reflect on my favorite shows, almost all of them fit under that description. I thought of this in the shower while I was washing my balls and threw in the script, so it might not be that airtight yet. But I've noticed that anime can frequently put up a barrier between...
I think it's just that when you see something in real life that you see in anime, it just doesn't really translate into it. It's like if someone acts like a cartoon character in real life, it'd be kind of weird in a sense. But I get what he's saying because it's like the anime is basically trying to blur the lines between what's real, what's practically not real, And you see that crap in real life, you're like, it kind of looks weird. But I get what he's saying.
Between that realism and the characters they portray, there's certain formulas and tropes that authors feel they have to play into to appeal to certain audiences. In weaker shows, the main character will be some whiny bitch boy that is in love with justice, to which he's rewarded with a slew of girls that are attracted to his righteousness. Does that happen in real life? Not really, but as a kid, I used to imagine that's what would happen to me, and I really enjoyed shows like that. That's why this character type exists. Female archetypes like tsunderes, yanderes, etc. that you
To this day, I never understood why people were both into any of these characters. Oh my gosh. I think people just like being stepped on, to be honest.
Hate to interact with are popular because author knows that works for whatever reason. Even in good shows, you'll have characters which are basically downloaded from a list of personality types instead of being a product of reality. So to me, the less that characters act like anime characters, the better they are, with exceptions. Cute anime girls annoy the shit out of me because it's not genuine. I've spoken to at least 1,000 women at this point and never met someone who genuinely speaks and acts like this.
I mean, yeah, I get that. I guess it's basically, he doesn't like the fact that these are being reenacted in real life. It's basically what it is.
Maybe you have, but when I see it,
this dude definitely downloaded some videos from that.
Writing his fifth, knowing that's what's hot right now. Am I overthinking things? Yes, but I'm putting words into a feeling that's been sitting in my belly for years. So when you take this and make a real person act like they're that, it doubles the cringe factor.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a person pretending to be a thing, pretending to be another thing that doesn't exist and never has. So that's why it irritates me so much when I see
I understand what he's saying.
It's uncanny, uncomfortable, and not genuine to me. Even though blah blah blah, that's not the point. They're supposed to adopt the persona. It's how I feel, dude.
And then I feel bad for these VTubers because if they don't act the way they do, the fans will turn on them like this. Like it's just how it is. Like people, I think certain people view VTubers as this like anime but in real life, essentially.
There ain't much I can do to change it. Let's examine the various types. Baby talk. This is pretty much ubiquitous in the VTuber community and also the one that makes me the most mad. Japanese VTubers will talk like this.
That does not sound like a real voice.
American VTubers will talk like this.
Out there.
How the heck is she watching YouTube on the B movie on Twitch? She only has like what, 137? Oh, I guess she probably can move it. Can't talk on tweet, but you know.
Here comes the airplane. Oh, I'm made stinky winky. My diaper. Oh, change me, please.
I like to imagine there's a bald white guy in a big ass pull up behind the monitor.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh the most. I'm sure it's a very pretty adult woman on the other end. Don't get upset. Now, quick quiz. Are we watching the season finale of Teletubbies or Twitch?
I think it's just people's interest in like basically like anime, and it's like I said a million times, anime is the gateway for all this, you know. Yeah, why are you breathing so heavily?
I need you to tell me honestly if this is something you picture me watching. I believe this comes directly from the cute anime girl phenomenon that I just got talking about.
Yeah, basically.
So obviously it's not my thing. English. A lot of fellas think it's cute to see VTubers learn English. At times, alright, it is kind of cute.
Yeah, sometimes it is. Netflix.
Once they discovered a good amount of their audience was English speaking, VTubers began
what context is that? Netflix.
Learning and communicating with a whole new side of their audience. Sometimes good.
Oh my gosh, I remember that clip was going everywhere, bro. This is such a hard conversation to have because it's like, oh, you blah blah blah. If English is not their first language, I understand. If there is, then they got something explaining to do.
Sometimes bad and funny most of the time. I think this is what hooked a lot of casual audience members.
But the VTubers that get away with that crap.
Of all the clips I've seen in research, a strong amount of them contained English, which is just English with a heavy Japanese accent. English. Weeaboos. On the flip side, we have Becca's, Hannah's, and Olivia's that have mastered the Japanese tongue.
Body pillow as well. Hi.
What?
I feel like an old man. I know this type of thing is supposed to be cute.
Bruh, just if you know Japanese and English, bro, the VTubers your VTuber journey is always there.
But I don't get why. You also get sporadic, random Japanese words to really seal the deal. Like they make a mistake and go, sorry, mistake des. A favorite of mine is this ara shit.
Oh my gosh.
What? Just
Oh my goodness gracious.
It gets weeb boys all flustered, so there's a song and dance of VTubers pretending like they—
Goodness gracious, bro. That, bro. One anime character says this, they all say it.
Don't want to do it, and then just going hard as fuck as soon as they commit.
Oh, Nani, you guys want me to say it?
Dang!
Fine.
Why she
like, dude, you clearly wanted
why
to
her hair was just swinging, her freaking head was just bald.
do that. Now you've soured my mood, and frankly, I don't want to finish these nuggies. Normals. During my research, I found a few chicks talking in their normal voice, chilling with a VTuber avatar. I thought, this is an actual person speaking to me right now, which threw me off after listening to high-pitched squeals all day. Pretty chill. Which goes to show you can't really throw a blanket statement on all VTubers.
Bro, if I had to freaking modify my voice, I would never be able to talk ever. Ever.
Now let's go back to throwing blankets on VTubers. Mutes. There are VTubers that stand there, and stand there, and stand there.
All right.
Oh, they were
now that's
typing the whole
of.
time. This one uses text-to-speech or speech bubbles, while others sit menacingly.
They
While
just
I know
sit there?
I personally can't appreciate the other types of VTubers, and that's clearly
Whoa,
on
whoa,
me.
whoa, 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 wait. They just sit there and do absolutely nothing. They sit there and do absolutely nothing and use text to work, I guess. Oh, wow.
What is going on here? I genuinely want to know because I can't even generate a theory. Please comment. This channel is like a creepypasta. It's extremely uncanny to my gaijin eyes.
Let me put you down for some fucking reason. Okay,
Oh, this is voiceover.
Trey is another insane case because she's actually humongous. Not just the tits, but she's raised $42,000 in 5 hours before.
Holy
just vibing,
crap.
typing, taking hella long between responses. These two have been able
Bro,
to
if I had to imagine typing the whole time, bro.
achieve a high level of success that
Like
I think
Stephen
anyone
Hawking.
would be envious of by completely breaking the mold in an already outlandish market. That is commendable. Yet, behind our backs, who could have predicted the dark secret lurking behind the scenes?
Oh my gosh.
Everyone predicted that. This is no...
Oh my gosh. Imagine, bro. You just get exposed like that, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure a lot of VTubers took note after that.
Right, Cat. You might have seen this clip floating around. Their popularity plummeted after this incident, but like, what did you expect? A hot lady? You expected a hot lady with boobs to be using a fucking text-to-speech voice. The only people I know who do that is Reddit. It's pretty messed up that the dude isn't doing so great now. He seems like a chill guy, so if you're ever in the States, we can smoke or something and...
I feel bad for the dude. I mean, he's just doing what he got. I mean, he's just doing what he got to do, but oh my gosh, I must feel bad for him because just one error can tank your whole thing. People had that freaking has that image in their
Talk
head.
about the VTuber industry. That's not a conversation I want to have sober. So that's the mutes. Revolutionary in their own way, confusing in mine. Now, you can't have VTubers without an audience, right? Casuals. Normal people. There are tons of people attracted to the idea of cute girls saying and doing ridiculous shit. Some clips even had me thinking, okay, that was kind of cute.
Yuppie!
I assume...
I like how he always uses her.
One of the most popular viewers on YouTube, but I have no idea. Simps. I don't really need to explain this one.
VTuber is just a freaking easy way of making money. Let's be honest. Not even like a shade or like disrespect, but it's just is.
Start.
Obviously, there's a good amount of people that want to bang
What
these things, which
the
brings in a
heck?
fair amount of viewers. Actually, remember when Project Melody came out on Chatterbait and broke all sorts of records and everyone was salty? Yeah, there's a market for this.
What
of course,
the
the
heck
girls
was
will
that?
lash, so they'll make allusions to sexual acts as the chat pogs incessantly.
Tight. Like a field mouse.
Which is also like half the.
Oh, bro, I thought it was, bro. I remember I got a comment on my freaking stream. Don't move, bro. I'm almost there. I'm like, I can imagine they get those a bunch of comments.
YouTuber recommendations I get. For the record, I would do the exact same thing. If I were
She got a
female, my
tail.
butthole would look like the inside of a box of Pocky, which is far worse than moaning into the mic.
Yeah.
I just
Those
think it's
are-
funny.
there's
When you
no
work out,
way.
what noise do you make? Usually like
Ain't no way make those. They're always like, ugh. No, like, bro. Oh my gosh,
Or-
that is bait for
what?
sure.
You don't go. There's people that come for that, much like any other industry, but I think horny boys make up a pretty good chunk of the fan base. Weeaboos. If I enjoy
I'm gonna be honest. That's not really true. I think some girls are into it too.
pure, innocent, fake women, VTubers would be awesome. Let's say I like a slice of life show with a bunch of little girls. Why would I not want to watch a person in real
Here's
life
another
who
context.
embodies a ton of these characteristics react to stuff live? Those fictional characters that are so out of reach for us are suddenly something you can connect and interact with.
Basically.
I think this is a very unique relationship and can see why people gravitate towards VTubers. There's also dudes that love that.
But there's also like a thing where like VTubers graduate from like these they graduate from like these academies academy. I don't know. I probably have to look that up. But it's like they graduate or something, or they just go to a different agency. I don't remember. But it's like they graduate too. They have like schools for that. I don't know.
Shit. The last 72 hours of my life has been dedicated to researching these guys, so I've honestly been on a roller coaster of emotion. Initially, I despised them. In the middle, I despised them. And in the end, I despised them.
Dang.
But during all that, I never
I
stopped.
guess it's basically on like, would you rather see what an anime girl looked like in real life? Which, how anime fans are, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't,
Yeah, that's
wouldn't
on
want
me.
that, huh?
I'm never going to be in the loop, and I'm cool with that. VTubers are going to be here for a long time, whether we like it or not, and they have a brilliant future full of boundless possibilities. Still going to make fun of my friends for watching that baby shit. But most of
It's like VTubing is legit a easy get rich quick scheme. Hit peace on VTubers. No, I don't want no smoke with the freaking VTuber community, bro. They are passionate about their people. Heck nah. They are passionate about the people they support.
importantly, I've learned that if you can't beat them, you gotta get better than them. It's Wanko time, fuckers! Catch me streaming with my new avatar, Wanko. I know it's very disrespectful for big YouTubers to hop on the VTuber trend because it's a very niche and not well-known market, but I hope you guys can forgive me. Subscribe, I talk about anime, and comment. I reply to those. I'm sure this comment section is gonna be real fun. But did I mention to forget that Wanko will debut the arrival of our newest sponsor, NordPass? There's a free version, so listen. Your password.
Hey, don't be whispering in my ears, Kubo. You. All right, bro. I ain't sponsored by them. They ain't getting no advertising.
Dude, I'm fucking so annoyed, bro, because like the more I did this video, the more I was like, okay, maybe not all of them are that bad.
I feel like the more you go into the VTuber thing, I think, they're not that bad. I think there's a lot of people who just go into it who's like disliking it, like they're just disliking it, but it's like, you know.
Classic. Overgeneralize, shit on it relentlessly, open up mind to it more, immediately take most of it back.
Oh my god. And that's usually what happens. VTubing is legit the easiest thing to get into. Let's just be honest. It is. VTubing is like freaking, if you're, I mean, I don't know how guys is in like the guy sphere, but if I had like a VTuber model, I would not show my face at all, bro. So if someone, hey, someone out there, you want to create me a VTuber model, bro? Go right ahead. Those are not cheap, so don't make it no expensive one. But you know, let's just be honest, right? VTubing legit is a get rich easy. Cause you don't have to show your face. Heck, you don't have to show your room. You don't have to do nothing, bro. But it's like, you know, subscribe to Scavoli too, you know, my one and only. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video on react to this video. But my opinion on VTubing is like, if you honestly want to do it, just do it. I think it's pretty sure. I'm gonna look up free VTuber models. Let's see. Free VTuber models. Anyone want free VTubing models? There are actually free VTubing models. They're mostly girls. Hey. Oh, whoa. This costs like $20. Never mind. Dang, these are expensive. Oh, this is like Japanese. They say it's just for, oh my gosh. Bro, like being a VTuber would probably be the easiest thing ever. VTuber, like, I think there's people who want to create VTuber models. There's a lot. What? Oh my goodness, they have a troll VTuber model. Oh my gosh. Bro, if I had a VTuber model, bro, I'm gonna show my face at all. Call it a day. It'll be easier to do videos too. Sheesh. Have my character just be swimming, going around. Call it a day. All right. Any other videos I can react to? Now I'm gonna get a bunch of Scavoli videos on my recommended now. See? Oh my goodness gracious. You know what? Should I watch the... Because, what's his name? Created a video on the worst piece of fiction.
I thought I was done with this series. I thought as soon as I made my vid on it sometime...
Hold on, a little bit laggy.
Time ago, I would be moving forward with my life. Get my degree.
A little bit laggy. Hold on a second. Let me go all the way to the back. Bro, become a VTuber, bro. Make like $1 million. Retire. Boom.
I thought I was done with this series. I thought as soon as I made my vid on it some time ago, I would be moving forward with my life. Get my degree, start a broken family, move towards a positive direction. Then come to modern day. I've achieved neither of those goals. World War III is about to start, and the worst story I've ever read somehow...
Oh my goodness gracious. Rent a Girlfriend was like... I could imagine imagine seeing World War III, then you've seen the end of Rent a Girlfriend.
How became even worse. A while back, I made a video on the Rent a Girlfriend manga, saying my piece on why I think it's the biggest piece of doodle I've ever had the misfortune of witnessing. And
bro, you've never seen half of the crap that romance anime has shown.
If you're blessed enough to not experience this series or watch my video on it, let me give you a quick synopsis. Rent a Girlfriend is about a man named Kazuya who rents a girlfriend, her name is Chizuru, after his ex broke up with him.
I'm really surprised that people still keep... Because the amount of people who said that Rent a Girlfriend is just garbage. The amount of people who said Rent a Girlfriend is just peak garbage. I'm really surprised. Also, this is the wrong background, so I can't even use it for my thing. But it's like, Our reason why people kept up with the manga, to be honest. Like, I think people just like seeing a dumpster fire. They just love seeing a dumpster fire.
Then he starts going around telling people that it's his real girlfriend. Then shenanigans go down. He also got this other rent-a-girlfriend that's obsessed with him, and they're dating because she's blackmailing him, threatening to expose his fake relationship with Chizuru to all of his friends and family. That's basically the story.
But here's the thing, though. He goes with the girl that doesn't. Saki, you probably don't. This is just romance. Black Star going into this. But here's the thing. Why does the main character always go to the girl that don't like him, but rejects the girl that likes him? Sometimes the girl that likes him is crazy, but still, there's so many animes like that.
Also in love with Chizuru the entire time, so it's like a journey of a will they, won't they get together at the end. It's a fairly simple story that the author somehow stretched out into damn 400 chapters.
How 380 chapters, bro. 380 chapters of bullcrap, bro. He made a freaking weird anime. Oh my gosh.
When I talked about this manga, I was complaining on how there was no progress in the story and character development was non-existent, especially with the main character. This dude is a certified goof. Imagine a man that cash apps IG models his paycheck just to get a heart on his DM and left.
Oh my gosh, bro. I know how you can rent a girlfriend out. Isn't that just, oh gosh. Let me use my PR what is it, HR PR thing. Isn't that just kind of like, I want to say the word, but I don't know if that's really how it is, because technically speaking, you're not doing anything like sexual. So is it technically prostitution if you like rent a girlfriend out? Is that like, what happens if you actually guys do everything? Is that just prostitution? I guess legally prostitute. I don't know. I want to
see. And he still does it again when the next direct deposit hit. That's the type of lame we're dealing with. I'm not trying to repeat all the same complaints I did on my last video, but since the 200 chapters I read then, the chapters have almost doubled, and the same thing is still going on. A 2-pack of ass.
But I can't imagine just sitting there. Like, I've seen trashy romance animes. Don't get me wrong. There's some really trashy romance anime out there. It is garbage. But Rent a Girlfriend is just so bad that it's like, I won't even put it, it's not, Loveless and Rent a Girlfriend are not even in the same category. It's just, Loveless is just so horrible, but Rent a Girlfriend is just like,
almost nothing happened since then, except the 2 major recent events that the story has been leading up to since the start. Those are the events I wanted to talk about today. So here's the update. On chapter 316, Kazuya officially asked Chizuru out on a real date that he don't gotta rent her for, and she says yes.
I'll be like, wait, technically if he pays for their date, isn't that technically him paying?
Yes. This is some groundbreaking progress. We 300 plus chapters into a romance, and we got our first date. And for the next 70 plus chapters, it's all about this first date. That's over a year.
But the bad thing is, he showed it to his grandma. He showed a girlfriend to his grandma. They ran a girlfriend to his grandma. And also there's some other girl in the story that's just really, just want to see him suffer, which is like,
in real time spent on this one event. About a 30 chapter arc of Kazuya planning out and getting him prepared for the date, then another 30 chapters of the date itself. Now, I didn't read all these chapters. My brain can only mentally handle so many.
Oh, heck no. There's certain, if their manga it's different. Anime, you could just, manga, if it's just, nah, I would never read past this.
I only read the chapters of the actual date, which is 29 chapters so far of me recording. I read these chapters and was instantly reminded why I hate this trainer. Why is Kazuya still dating Ruka? There is no reason for them still being a thing. The only reason why he was forced into the relationship because she was threatening to expose him. But now when this...
And exactly, like, why? Like, this is why the girl, and he made another manga too. That's the problem. He made another manga too. That's equally as bad. This dude should never pick up a pen in his life, bro.
Everybody already knows about their rental situation and nobody really cared. So why is he still dealing with this? He don't even like her like that. She just in the way of everything. Anyways, during the chapters of
this is the average romance anime fan, bro. Oh my god.
They're exactly how I expected them to look. Kazuya in his inner thoughts gawking over how good Chizuru looks for multiple pages, him acting mad awkward in conversation. Bro, we're still doing this 380 chapters in. Who is finding this entertaining? Who are the day one fans that are still eating this?
Bruh, there's no way people there's no way you can defend Rent a Girlfriend. There's no way. There's certain animes I will sit here and defend. Look at my room right now, right? Look at my room, right? I would defend Serious Experiment. I would defend Haikyuu. I would defend Nezumi, Book of Friends. I would defend let me move my head out the way. I will defend Perfect Blue. I would freaking defend Mob Psycho. How the heck do you defend Rent a Girlfriend, bro? That domestic girlfriend too.
Be fried by now, cause I felt miserable to come back and read the same trash that I dropped 3 years ago for the same problems it has to this day.
But the thing is, I think us as like romance, like even anime fans, we just want to see how bad the garbage gets. Does the garbage get put out, or will the garbage just freaking take over the whole world? Like a freaking like does it spread past the garbage? As anime fans, we just want to see how bad it gets.
Things never change, and it's unbelievable that the author has somehow stretched this date into 30.
It's called hate watching. Everyone loves to see. I think. Well, I to be honest, I love watching trash anime. I'm guilty of it. There's so many animes I'm like, this anime is trash. I should drop it. But I want to see how bad it is. Like, you look through my anime list, all my animes I ever watch are like 7.5s, bro. Because watching trash anime is enjoyable, but Rent a Girlfriend is just not enjoyable to, like, it's trash, but we all want to see how fast the trash gets. Like, how stinky the trash will get.
Chapters, and it's still technically ongoing. How do you do it? This is not even the worst part yet, because I haven't gotten to the main thing that had everyone talking online about it. It's how I even found out this manga is still going on. In the latest chapter, Chizuru and the Goon go have a talk at the end of the bridge, and there she tells him that she might like him too. Bro, this could be an endgame moment for the entire series, only for her to say, not right now. Which is other.
Oh, I thought she rejected him. I thought she rejected him because I thought that was like, oh, she rejected him. I guess like not right now, okay. But if this goes on for like 400 chapters, bro.
The words for no, bro. I use that excuse all the time. Maybe later, nigga. That mean never, bro. This is like if Luffy found the One Piece and the One Piece turned out to be the friends we made along the way.
Okay. You calling your boy Oda out. you better not hope that's not you calling your boy Oda out.
That's bullshit.
Where's your shield at, bro? I need to see that shield.
I'm not mad because she said no. That man is a gooner and likes to sit in Adam 22 chairs at the motels. It's not like anyone owes anybody a relationship either. Like what Kazuya feels towards Chizuru at this point doesn't even feel like love. It feels like an obsession. Like this dude has been fiending over her since the start of the story, willing to do anything.
Okay, I agree with him. No one is entitled to a relationship, but come on, like she legit spent so much money on her. I'm not saying you should pay someone to get something in return. That's freaking weird. But it's like, to be honest, like it's like imagine paying someone that much money and then you get rejected. It's kind of like a soft reject, but it's not a rejection.
For her and to stay by her side, even when it's at his own detriment and he's at risk of ruining all the relationships he has.
How crazy! He's the only person that actually gave him any like real advice.
And you might be saying, "Oh, he's just doing this because he's a nice guy. He's a good guy." We all know what he wants. So no, I'm not mad that Chizuru said no. The reason
not him using Miles Morales and freaking Gwen as a freaking example, bro. Oh my god, I feel so bad for him.
I'm mad is because this whole series is one big waste of time. Almost 400 chapters of being down bad and lollygagging, and then there's gonna be 300 more chapters of the same thing until another confession happens, and maybe they'll get together.
I don't think he's ever watched anything except for Rent a Girlfriend, because that's basically what every romance anime is.
On that one, probably not. And you know what's worse? It's been reported that this dude has spent a whopping equivalent of 250,000 US dollars on her. Now, I don't know how true this is, but
what? Man. First of all, where's he getting this money from?
doing my own research, I'ma start believing shit. And if this is true, bro, end it all. Okay, some dude on Reddit did the math, and Kazuya had only spent a few bands of his own money on her.
That's still a lot.
That's still a lot. He could have bought this 2,000.
What are we talking about? That's still a lot. I promise you, I did not watch this video. But that's freaking still a lot. That's crazy. That's still a crazy amount of money. It doesn't matter. Bro, nothing should go over like 100, bro. Unless that's your girlfriend. I mean, it's like his rent girlfriend. Unless that's your unless that's your wife, bro. That is crazy amount of money.
For a Ford Mustang I found on Facebook Marketplace for that amount of money he spent on her, only to get no buns. And those are the chapters so far. Bro, I don't know what it is with this author stretching out this story into
don't you worry. Don't you worry. He created another manga, and it's equally as bad. Not even, I think he's just going out his fantasy, bro. Certain people should not be allowed how to learn how to draw.
Maybe he loves the characters and stories so much that he doesn't want to let them go. I don't know. He can make other series with other characters he can grow to love. And he's already done this. He made a new series while working on Rent-a-Girlfriend not
I hope he mentions it.
too long ago. It's titled The Shinji Family Children, a completely new romance manga by him. Let me read you a summary of it so you know what it's about. The story
I'm so happy that he went to
follows
this.
Arata Shinji, the eldest son of the Shinji family, who lives with his 5 sisters and a younger brother. Arata has always been tossed around by the whims of his sisters, and yet that does not stop him from viewing them as his precious family members. The hell does that mean? However, everything is changed when their father reveals that the siblings
And it all changed when the father revealed that they aren't siblings.
not related by blood. And Arata now needs to deal with this newfound situation. Bro, are you good? You know, when I first started reading this...
what is, like... I'm not saying every mama's is like alright in the head. But how you go from doing Rent-a-Girlfriend to Domestic Girlfriend, but in harem anime version?
I was actually a little bit excited and hopeful that the confession would mean something. Because at this point, this is...
Bro, why'd you expect anything from the dude who made this anime where, like, it's basically like stepbrother type beat? How?
This is just abysmal. There are rumors that are saying it's ended. It has not ended yet. The author has made no announcements of when the series will end. So as far as we know, this could just be the first half.
I thought, okay, so people were just making up crap. I thought it ended. I thought that was like the end of the series.
There's also more rumors saying that he's not ending the series because he's in love with Chizuru. And even though I don't really understand the things he says on Twitter, I really hope this is not the case. Bro has a wife and kids. I'm actually at a loss for words right now. What more can I say on this?
I guess
that hasn't already been said. I'm not gonna lie, this has been a pretty bad week for me. The Pacers lost. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside. My car got towed, and I had to read 30 more chapters of this bullshit just for this video. I wanna die. I'm never reading.
You're not expecting any Rent-a-Girlfriend video from me. I am not going through. I always shit unless it's a sponsorship. Heck no, I ain't doing that crap.
Again, not even if another confession happens, bro. Just no more. Just no more. I'm never letting my morbid curiosity take the best of me. Anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to say. And in conclusion, I'd rather be reading One Piece.
Always in my ass.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what he expected from the person who made. So read this. He's getting paid, so I'm reading this for free. Oh my god. I could never, bro. I could never, bro. Bro, if I ever do a Reddit, I'm doing a react video right now, so technically I have 2 videos to make. It's like, why? Like, in what world do you read this and just say, okay, I can't talk. Like, Girl Bravo is a crappy anime. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I watched 2 seasons of that crap, but I watched 2 seasons of Girl Bravo. You know, I know I'm twice as guilty. But here's the thing, I know it's garbage. I know it's garbage. There's people who out there who will legit defend this anime, bro. They will legit defend this anime like it's their last hope. Waiting for the what anime is this? Poe? What anime is that? There's no Gooners. Oh, you mean this? No, I'll do a video on it. It's only like one episode. I'll you know what? I'll do episode. I can do like a video on this. I'll do it tomorrow. I can record tomorrow. I'll do a video on it. Screw it. I'll add that to my bucket list. You know what's crazy? When I told you to watch. Oh. You know what's crazy? I technically have it on my Crunchyroll. Hold on. Show not too much about it. Like I technically have it on my Crunchyroll right here. I just never I'm not logged in, but I never like watched it. I never really watched it. So hey, a good video for me to a quick video, like 8-minute video I could do. A quick 8-minute video. Anything else I can react to? I regret watching this anime. Really nothing here. It's like all my this like mixed with all my like main anime stuff. I definitely do a video on it. I'll definitely do a video on it. Screw it. Usually I'm like, no, I won't do a video on it because it's like, oh, I haven't. I'll screw you. Anyway, I get free YouTube Premium on this account too. Should I react to the Masked Man's we took this anime for granted? They talk about Soul Eater, so it's on brand. Okay. It's on brand. It's Soul Eater, and my name is Black Star, so I have to react to it. Darn it.
Sometimes we take things for granted. Family members, friends,
I'll
little
record
things
this one.
between all of the chaos of the grand plans we have. Sometimes with a series or game, we might fall in love with it, but only scratch the surface, and only upon revisiting it, we can truly appreciate the things that resonated with us. I saw the Soul Eater anime for the first time years ago, before I even knew
You know what's crazy? At first, I did not like Soul Eater. When I first watched it, I did not like it, and then I rewatched it the second time. Well, actually, when I got way more into it, I love it. One of my favorite animes.
Manga really was, and even the manga a few years ago.
Dang.
Both times I fell in love with the style of
Ooh,
Soul
jeez.
Eater. Zany mixed with a gothic aesthetic that feels like Jet Set Radio made a Halloween spin-off. A sharp art style with smooth animation that allows for the characters to be.
I'm gonna say this: Soul Eater aged perfectly, especially with this anime
and their
climate.
expressions
It's
memorable.
definitely aged perfectly.
Fight scenes that hold up to this day.
Yeah, it
I will
does.
bet 20 years of my life that if you
It's just the ending wasn't, you know. We don't really talk about the
showed
ending.
someone Soul Eater, there will be at least one character design that they love. Yeah, this right here, inject this into me,
Oh,
my
Death.
veins, my bloodstream.
I love
Well,
Death.
a lot of the credit should go to Studio CA Sector of the more well-known Studio Bones for bringing Soul Eater to life. Well, a chunk of it to life.
Yeah, basically, because I'm pretty sure Bones did Bones do Blue Exorcist too? Because Bones was just freaking. Did Bones do Blue Exorcist? Studio Bones is a great studio. Like they did. I think they did. What's it called? Did they do Mob Psycho? Yeah, they did Mob Psycho. Blue Exorcist. Did they do Blue Exorcist? Anyone's pictures did Blue Exorcist. I thought they did Blue Exorcist too, because if they did Blue Exorcist, they also did Soul Eaters. I feel like they need to let like the manga go on. I think they were so quick when it comes to these.
It would be wrong on my behalf not to mention the mangaka
Hey, Black
Tsushiro
Star.
Kubo. bringing elements of his super recognizable style to then Fire Force, which, real quick, I remember seeing someone say that they loved Soul Eater, but couldn't get into Fire Force because of the fan service.
I want him to say his...
Did we not watch the same?
Oh my gosh, I say this all the time, bro. I say this all the time. I could not get into Black Fire Force because of the fan service. Did no one watch Soul Eaters? I'm sorry, what?
Fucking Soul Eater? Some authors, I would love to be a fly on the wall and watch them in their creative process. What music they would play, if the atmosphere in the room would be
like. They're like, oh, I can't watch Fire Force because of fan service. Bro, you watch anime. Anime is legit what? Oh, I couldn't watch it because of fan service. Every time someone says this, I'm like, your favorite anime probably has fan service. So what is the argument? Oh, they show it every single time. But Soul Eater, but every anime has fans. Not every anime. But like certain animes have fan service. What are we talking about, bro? If you could say like Soul Eater, like Fire Force's story is not good compared to Soul Eater's, I can agree with that. Fire Force's story is like iffy to me. Sorry, it's a little bit iffy, and they don't have like characters like Soul Eater's. But are you serious? It's stupid. It's so stupid.
And heavy with madness, or the most infectious air of creativity and the fluctuations between the two. While making a judgment about a person based on limited knowledge is reckless, this quote from Okubo as to why he became a manga.
I need a model like this. I need like a character like this when I don't want to freaking show my face, voice crack. When I don't really want to show my face, I'm kidding.
Makes me believe he is the ultimate vibe. An interviewer asked, "What was the crucial reason for you to become a mangaka?" Pretty standard and valid question. The way Okubo responded.
Okay, I'm gonna think, cause I like anime, cause it was cool. I really want to hear it, but I'm just giving my take.
I have troubles getting up in the morning. That's why I wanted a job where I could freely arrange my time. It's the simple things, you know?
That's simple as heck.
But if there is a word to describe all of Okubo's style, it's bold. It's easy to look at it and tell that in every aspect of the series, from the characters to the sun and the moon and the sky breathing and laughing.
Bro, Soul Eater's art style is like Soul Eater's art style is like so like mid 2010. Was perfect for mid 2010 anime. Like legit is so like the art style is so good. That's why I wish like when I see Fire Force right now, it doesn't really like right now animation does not help like the art style for Fire Force, because Soul Eater had like their like it feels like their own style, where Fire Force is more like it doesn't really encapsulate his art style more than like mid 2010 2009 type of animes, mid 2000 animes.
Is being themselves and is fearlessly expressing their vision and style through their work. The way I ended the other video about Soul Eater, we can attribute it to a soul. I will never get over this aspect of the series, but sadly, I think my discussions in the past have started and stopped with this aspect of a piece of art that has so much more to offer. Even in my recent video about it, it was a rant about how more series would benefit from having a unique style. The issue is that—
And it's like when Sake, you like when like in your like I think you did a hot take where it's like animes don't really have styles anymore because they want to look as clean as possible. They want to look like so clean to where it's like you can't really tell animes apart anymore. Where like back in 2009, mid 2000, you could tell what anime this was. Now it's like, okay, what series? Like they don't look like they have their own identity. They just want to be as polished as possible to where it's appealing to the eyes. Where mid 2009 animes has that style to where you can gravitate to it and feel something about this anime. But now it's like Fire Force doesn't feel like a series that he made because it's so polished, compared to like Soul Eater.
Video wasn't really about Soul Eater, and even if it had been, focusing solely on the aesthetic is leaving out the rest that made it such a great experience, not just for the first time, but something to revisit again and again. You want to know if you can get along with a person? Ask them if they've watched Soul Eater. I'm serious. It doesn't matter what differences, big or small, you may have.
It's kind of crazy when I think about it. I don't think like people know. I don't think the casual anime fan know about Soul Eater. That's the thing.
I'm pretty certain if you both like Soul Eater, deep down, some form of harmony exists. Especially if you both read the manga. The reason I say that is while the anime, for as much as I love it to death, pun intended, boo me now, it ended super prematurely, being a rushed anime original ending that completely leaves out the best moments of character growth for the primary characters, ultimately falling short and being a disappointing end to an anime that...
But even though the second half of Soul Eater wasn't as good, I can say the opening for the half of Soul Eater was freaking banging, bro.
That captured the hearts of those who saw it. If you watched any of these videos, you will know that the recurring theme applies here. Anime caught up to the manga, and so either the next season takes years to come out, never comes out, or they decide to do an anime original ending. Go ahead and get your Soul Eater Brotherhood comment out of the way if you haven't left it already. So if you haven't read...
I would not want a Soul Eater Brotherhood type beat in this like day and age. It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't feel like Soul Eater. We see that with Soul Eater Not, which we don't freaking talk about.
The Soul Eater manga. Do yourself a favor, please. Overall, the story has its proper time in the manga to fully explore the theme of the story, seen throughout the different characters. For those of you that don't need a quick summary, feel free to skip ahead to the next section, but removing the cobwebs in my...
So it is gonna be in my middle children. Oh, dang! Oh, getting us a leak, giving us some giving us some insight of what you're doing, Sake. I like it.
We all love a good acronym.
Nah, you suck. Alright, okay, hold on a second. Pause it. But it's gonna be in my middle children of shonen. Yeah, I think Soul Eater is not. I hope I'm not losing my voice. All right, now we go back. But yeah, it's like Soul Eater is not known by the casual anime fans compared to, everyone else, anything else.
Is DWMA, Death Weapon Meister Academy, a school made by Death himself to maintain a level of order in the world, fight corrupt souls, witches.
It's always funny that Death is the one that keeps order in the world. This is funny.
Creation of another key.
Also, the Black Star versus I forgot his name. I saw a fake Soul Eater fan, but it's like I've been a while since I watched Soul Eater. The first fight is one of my favorite fights in anime. The second fight was like
character, but more on that later. Soul Eater takes place in a world where humans can literally transform into weapons, like full-on swords, guns, and they're paired with Meisters, the people who...
Also, do not tell me to watch the English sub for Soul Eaters. Maka's voice in the sub. I'll rather watch the English.
The goal on top of everything stated earlier, eventually turn your weapon partner into a death sight, strong enough to be used by Lord Death himself, hence DWMA. Death himself, along with a few other characters, is a good example about how completely flipping one aspect of a trope can
Oh my gosh, I kind of wish we saw more Death action in the anime. Bro, he was such a cool character when I was watching anime.
Completely make them stand out. Seriously, I can't tell you how much I love this goofy bastard.
I love him, bro.
The primary enemies in the series being Medusa and her child, a witch
Krona
that wishes to spread madness while experimenting on said child, and then the Kishin himself, Terror Incarnate.
Kishin.
Also Lady Arachne, but that's later. But as much as I've screamed about
Lady Arachne was like, she's a fine character, but it's like,
style and vibes.
Medusa was much better of a a villain than her, to be honest.
Absolute dope.
She gets freaking and like I guess because it's not an anime original. It's an anime original, but it's like she's dead halfway through the freaking anime.
Series.
Spoiler warning.
That's not why Soul Eater stuck with me. That's just what got me in the door. What kept me there and what keeps pulling me back is the actual story. Like, yeah, on paper, it sounds wild. A school run by Death, students turning into weapons, their partners slicing up corrupted souls and witches, all while the sun and moon are laughing like maniacs in the sky. But once you settle into it, you realize, wait, this isn't just chaos for chaos's sake. there's actually something really grounded here. It's
I want to say it right. I want to hear what he says. I think I can like agree with it.
Story about
Sorry
about
for
identity, about growing up, and all that weird in-between space when you're trying to become stronger without losing yourself in the process. The first character.
Exactly why I love Soul Eater, because it's basically like creating bonds and making sure that you're not so corrupt in the sense that you what you feel can also. What's up, Monkey Gang? We're just reacting to some videos. It's like basically, I guess like Kniver's like had that kind of like the anime Kniver had that kind of story. Is basically like being connected and making someone else feel your pain. But Soul Eater does it so perfectly because you have to be in sync to even work together, and that's what makes Soul Eater just like the top anime ever.
Character worth talking about is Maka, the protagonist of Soul Eater, daughter of Spirit, who is the death sight, and also an unfaithful womanizer. Maka's mother is mentioned a decent bit in the series, but we never got to see her.
To this day, I'm so mad we never get a chance to see her mother.
It was until recently where I think official art was released for her design. Ultimately, there is an important contrast with Maka and her partner, and how her mother and father were. And that, along with the other things, makes Maka a really strong protagonist for the series of Soul Eater.
Oh god, I wish every female protagonist was like Maka. She seems such a good, like you could honestly relate to her. I know I'm a glazer because my name is Black Star, but you know.
In fact, the series doesn't really work if we were to put Black Star or one of the other characters that might have a stronger, more eccentric personality in her role. To understand why Maka works, we have to start with her flaws.
Yeah.
It's interesting when you read a series online and see people get upset in comments that the character has a personality flaw that makes them hard to root for. Gee, it's almost like there's a flaw written with the intent for that.
Yeah, I don't get why people hate when characters have flaws in them. Like, it's so weird. It's like, you just want your character to be bland. Like, I hate overpowered MCs. I hate that. Like, to my core, I hate overpowered MCs because I feel like they don't have that relatability. But people will be like, "Oh, I don't want that relatability in my animes." I guess they don't want relatability. They want characters that you can't relate to. But like Maka has flaws, so you can relate to them. If you can't, like, it's so weird.
That character to event
like the Midoriya, Isu Midoriya, like he cries. Even like what's his name? What the heck is his name? I forgot his name. Takemichi. That's what I was trying to go. Takemichi cries, right? But people hate the fact that he cries, but that makes him a human being. So I was like, I don't know.
Eventually become aware of it, while already being aware of it learns to grow and change through trials and tribulations. I'm not saying that Maka is difficult to like as a character.
I've always found myself, it's always funny because I name myself Black Star because I really like Black Star as a character, but Soul is like one of my favorite characters.
By no means, but she does struggle with one major thing.
God damn it. Hey, they show one major thing. Ad. But yeah, like back when I was saying, like, I'm not definitely not freaking promoting this, but when I see like characters, when people like say, "Oh, I hate this character because it's not relatable," it's like when it's like too relatable, I'm like, you just hate characters that are
the thought of being rejected.
Like you just hate characters that are just not cool at all. Like that's kind of weird to me.
Maka is a kind person, and due to the failures of her father and wishing to surpass him, she feels the need to prove herself. Perhaps some form of feeling like if she is enough, then her partner will...
It's like basically you have to live up to your mother and your father's legacy, basically.
Do to her what her father did to her mother. I was hoping to have these clean segments for each character, but these two are inseparable when trying to talk about them, since their character arcs are directly linked.
Basically.
Maka and her weapon and partner, Soul Evans.
Hey.
While Maka's worried about being rejected and not being enough for Soul, Soul on the other hand has a similar problem that manifests itself in a different way. While Maka seems to be the type to need a form of validation through her own merits, giving it her all since she doesn't want to lose Soul, Soul doesn't give it his all.
Yeah, it's like basically it's basically like he's probably gonna explain it better, but it's like you are basically someone's basically holding you back while you're giving your full thing. Like I have experienced that in real life. Like there's certain things in life where I put my all into something, but my partner doesn't want to be in it. It's like a lot of situations like that. Gosh, hold on. All right, that gets way better. Like in life, should I start Soul Eater? Definitely. But you know, the ending you might not like the ending, but it's like it's someone who puts in all your work, but you're always getting left behind because someone doesn't want to put the effort you put into. It's like I understand that.
Uncomfortable with himself and in a constant avoidance state. After when Maka and Soul are affected by the black blood when fighting Krona, something that amplifies these internal issues, there's a quote that really captures Soul. Quote, "You're scared of playing for keeps. Isn't that right? You're scared of putting yourself out there and being judged."
I would say this like my favorite part with Soul and the Devil Speaks. Oh my gosh, my favorite part of Soul Eater, bro.
That's it, isn't it? That's how it's always been for you. You hold it in and endure, trying to hold back the black blood, trying to hold back the madness, all the while making the excuses, saying it's discipline. And everything you do, you always hold back.
Oh, gosh.
Even when you eat, it's never till you're full. End quote. For those that don't know from experience, this is a problematic dynamic.
Yeah.
Both unaware of what they are really worth and capable of. Maka and her ability to resonate and harmonize with others, and Soul not being aware that constantly holding himself back isn't just affecting Maka, but also himself. Still, their defects as individuals allows for them to understand and connect with a certain character that proves instrumental in the events that take place throughout the story. Wielder of the
Krona, let's go, baby. Second favorite character.
Second most obnoxious sword in the series, Ragnarok.
Oh,
Child of Medusa, and their blood is black.
Oh my god.
Krona,
let's go, baby.
Never had a chance. From the jump, they were thrown into a world that didn't want them. Raised by someone who only saw them as a tool. Molded by punishment.
Bro, Krona's character is so freaking... Oh my gosh, bro. When people say they don't like Soul Eaters, I like, watch Soul Eater, bro. Watch it.
And taught that love was something to earn through obedience. Medusa didn't just abandon Krona physically. She carved out any sense of safety they could have had and replaced it with control.
You know, as messed up as Medusa is, freaking, I love her character.
Isolation became normal, pain became routine, and eventually Krona stopped asking for anything else. That messes with you when you're constantly told you're not good enough, that you're broken, that you're wrong just for existing. You start to believe it. You shut down, you avoid...
I think even if you don't relate to Krona, something in like life has made you feel like them. I feel like, yeah, he's technically a guy, but it is what it is. But it's like you probably felt the way Krona has felt in their life, because I felt like that a lot of times in my life. That's why I love Soul Eater, because there's a lot of things that just resonate with me.
You flinch when kindness shows up because you assume there's a catch, and in Krona's case,
Grammarly doesn't just help you with polishing your
I need to go on
emails,
my other account.
It also lessens the mental load of replying to emails.
I don't know
when
why
you
I went on
start
this
replying
account.
to an email,
I literally subscribed to him on my other account. Hold on a second. So much better on my other account. Screw this. Screw this. All right, we're good. Let me go back. Go to the part that I left
comment
off.
out of the way. On sides.
Yeah, you should definitely start Soul Eater though. The ending might made you like
black.
Oh, hold on, let me.
And eventually, Krona stopped asking for anything else. That messes with you when you're constantly told you're not good enough, that you're broken, that you're wrong just for existing.
Yeah.
You start to believe it. You shut down, you avoid...
Like I said, I love Medusa, but goodness gracious, she was messed up.
You flinch when kindness shows up because you assume there's a catch. And in Krona's case, it meant they couldn't even speak up for themselves without spiraling. They didn't know how to connect. They didn't know how to be. They were trapped in their own head, replaying the same scripts Medusa fed them over and over again. Killing that bunny and all of the other things she made Krona do. That hesitation, that silence, it wasn't weakness.
And then she meets Maka, and I'm like, oh gosh. Was Krona in the last few episodes of Soul Eater? I don't remember.
because it was survival. Krona didn't trust the world because the world taught them they weren't allowed to. This being the reality.
Just for season 1, I can watch the problem. Yeah, it's only season 1. There's not like a season 2. Like they just put it all together.
The character is something both Maka and Soul can connect with.
I think if you're watching on Crunchyroll, they put all the episodes together.
That feeling of not wanting to be rejected and hiding oneself because it is easier to not deal with people.
It's always funny how Krona and Maka are like two different like people. Like Maka is like needs like she wants 51 in one night. Oh my! I think you can. I don't think you can watch it in a night. Heck no. I don't think you can watch Soul Eater in a night. 2 nights maybe. I don't sleep at all. If you can, I don't know. I wouldn't watch Soul Eater in the night.
Sadly, while Maka
as a Soul Eater fan, I can never watch this like in a night.
Krona under Medusa is doomed to spiral down the blackness of their own blood more and more. While some, like Krona and Soul, hide away as a form of self-preservation, others swing in the total opposite direction.
Oh, Maka, such a
Black
good
Star
character.
talks loud, moves louder, and never.
Ya boy, I'm just kidding. Ya boy, Black Star, let go.
Shuts up about how great he is. But that's not ego, it's armor. He's the last of a dead clan, a legacy soaked in blood that everyone wishes didn't exist. The moment he steps into a room, people already made up their minds about him. Assassin, menace, problem.
Oh, God.
So, he gets ahead of it. He becomes bigger than their doubts.
See, I'm kind of like Black Star. That's backstory. The reason I think I said this multiple times why I named myself Black Star because I relate to Black Star way more as a character. I think I relate to more Black Star and Maka at the same point where I can be loud when I want to, but I know when like during like serious moments. To be honest, like I'm loud. You know, I'm also cheery. Like I always look up. I always try to look at the bright sides about it. I think I relate to Maka, Black Star, and Krona in a sense. Like those are my 3 characters I relate to, and a little bit of Soul. But Soul is like my main like favorite character. But it's like Black Star is just so relatable to me, and I freaking like. That's why I named myself
louder
Black Star.
than their judgment.
Also, I named myself Black Star because technically speaking, I love a black from Tekken Concrete. And also I'm black, so like it's just black.
Because if he shines bright enough, people will stop looking at where he came from. But behind all of that noise is a kid caring too much.
Yeah.
He trains harder than anyone else. Easily one of the best examples in anime of a hardworking character. He fights like
he's basically like the Rock Lee of Soul
every
Eater.
battle is personal because it is. He's not just trying to win. He's trying to prove that his path doesn't have to end the same way as the ones before him. That power doesn't have to be corrupt. That he can be more than the blood in his veins. He wants to be strong.
Bro, this battle, the first battle, oh my gosh, best anime sword fight ever.
But because that's the only way he knows how to protect the people who never gave up on him. And if he falls short, even for a second, he blames himself. He doesn't say it out loud, but you could see it in the way he trains the next day. And the next. And the next. And the way he never rests. And the way that
Black Star is an example of a person that you can legit be like the strongest character, but they hold themselves back. Like, what's an anime character in your opinion is a character that could be the strongest character in their verse, but they just hold themselves back? I think I'm trying to think one. I'm trying to think. Maybe like I don't really know. What character does like? I guess you could say like Rock Lee in a sense. Like Rock Lee and like Rock Lee. Actually, the freaking dude. I don't remember his name. I'll give you 2 examples. Mob Psycho. There's 2 characters that comes to mind when I'm like, these characters could be like the strongest, but they hold themselves back. What's his name? Rio? I'm trying to think. What is... Not him. Rio. Red-haired kid. I forgot his name. Like one example of a character that like I'm like, you could definitely like him. I don't know his name. I put Redhead Cat Show. He's like a biggest example of somebody who could legit like if he wasn't holding back so much, he would freaking like destroy the verse of Mob Psycho. He would be the strongest. That's one example. Naruto before time skip, if he didn't hold back, he had has kill mode and then option kind of like it nursing. I don't think Naruto. I don't think Naruto like could, but he's made to be the strongest. Like he's legit. He's supposed to be the strongest. He's supposed to be the strongest character. I'm saying like a character that hold themselves back. They hold themselves back to like not like but Naruto's like he's supposed to be the strongest. Like he has a 10 tails in him. But I'm like characters that like hold themselves back or have like flaws to where they could be the strongest of their verse, but they just hold their flaws make it that they can't. Like I guess Vegeta's an example of that one. Or like Krillin and Tenten, like, and maybe put Yamcha in there too. Like there's examples of people like they're like the stories just won't let them be the strongest. That's what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense.
He pushes and pushes and pushes, like slowing down would mean losing everything. But what if someone is already
another person from World Trigger. I'll show you another one. Where is he at? I want to do a World Trigger video so freaking badly. Usamu. Natsu. Another character. Osamu from freaking World Trigger. People hate the character, but holy crap, bro. Like if you're not gonna like the character when he like first introduced, because he's like Osamu was like someone who's like he's like I'm trying to think of a character. Okay, picture Midoriya and like L and put him into a shonen character. I guess like battle shonen character. Bro, like if Midoriya, like he's an example of Midoriya if he didn't have the power, but he has like the intelligence of like L. Usamu freaking from World Trigger is a biggest example of one. Holy crap.
There's no speculation because of their clan or fear of being judged or rejected, but if not a self-aware battle taking place. This is where I get to talk about my favorite character in the series. Stein. Stein's whole thing outside of having the coolest.
He's basically like he is like if you guys want to talk about aura farming, bro, he's like the king of it.
Fucking introduction is control, or the attempt to control. That's the important thing there.
Oh yeah, also Kuwabara from Yu Hakusho. Like he has the biggest attempts to be like the strongest.
The lab coat, the calm voice.
The story just won't let him.
The dissecting gaze. Pause, but it's all a performance because
I know it's not an anime character, but Flash, he's constantly gets nerfed by a fly. He's literally strong as hell. He can run faster than the speed of light, and I guess I don't think he gets nerfed. I mean, I'm kind of like I kind of know about something about Flash. Why do you look like Kabuto if he grew up? Hey, don't compare my goat to him.
Deep down, he knows exactly what he's capable of, and he's terrified that one day he won't be able to.
Oh, got blow up. Oh, thank you.
He might be the smartest.
At least I think he said grow up.
Well, he always is, and that's the problem. His mind doesn't shut off. It never rests. It spins, analyzes, picks things apart.
Bro, when I was watching the series, he got me doing this. When my head, I always got me doing this. Like he also, it's like there's two tropes from anime that it's like a little tick. So I have glasses, right? Every time I want to adjust my glasses, I do like this, and I push it up like this. Those are the two things I got from this character, and also this. When I was like watching it, like Soul Eater, I used to do this. Because the way he twisted is like, it's like so interesting.
Art, people, morality, himself. He can understand how anything works down to the tiniest piece, but understanding something doesn't mean you know how to live with it. There's a madness inside of him that never really goes away. It lingers, sometimes quiet, sometimes...
Yo, this video makes me want to watch Soul Eater again.
...laughs in his ear. He can feel it under his skin waiting for a moment of weakness, and that's why he obsesses over balance. Why he tries to keep things neat, orderly, and rational, because if he ever slips just once,
he's
it
like,
all comes
he basically
undone.
has to show no emotion. Like, I guess a character that's like more like him, like Stein is like Mob. Like his Mob has to conceal his like emotions because he gets out of control.
That scalpel in his hand, it's not just for the battlefield or the lab, it's a reminder of the line he walks every day, of the version of himself he's trying to hold back.
Bro, mid 2009, 2010 anime hit different.
The one that doesn't think twice before cutting something open just to see how it ticks.
Yeah.
Stein doesn't trust himself. That's what makes him dangerous, and that's what makes him tragic. His constant self-checking nature deprives him of knowing true love. He's the strongest student to ever graduate from the DWMA.
Why is he horrifying himself? I thought he lost his eye. No, he just looks cool.
And while he fights against the
Bro, if you watch Soul Eater, you're gonna love Stein.
Amplifying influence of the madness, he is also an example of someone who doesn't give in, for he knows the cost. I feel like The Art of Dying by Gojira, at least the opening verse on a Stein edit, would go so fucking hard. What if the control, the calculated demeanor, isn't a way to keep oneself in check, but the true self? OCD in the form of a person. What if for some reason they decided to shoot
gosh, Def the Kid. I relate to Def the Kid too, because like in my videos, if I see the slightest things, bro. Also, like if something like for example, right, for my background, if I see like the slightest thing wrong, bro, I will freaking go away. I will spend hours on it, bro. Hours. Like I do that for my videos too, like hours, bro.
their pinkies because it's swag as the fuck. Here we have my second favorite character, along with Krona, Death the Kid. Kid isn't chasing perfection. He's drowning himself in it. Every step, every shot, every breath.
Oh, this is my favorite one where he freaking tries to write his name, but he can't get it perfectly. Oh my god.
Most importantly, symmetrical. Not because he wants to look cool or be the best, but because if anything's out of
in the intro fire, or is bro using?
place,
He's using a gun.
It feels
He's
like his
using
entire world is about to crumble down. He was born.
Well, basically, why he uses two guns because he has to be more symmetrical. Wait, what's his fire? Is it cool? It's just he just shoots bullets. He has guns. Boom, boom, boom. He has guns, and the reason he has two guns because he has to keep symmetrical. I said that wrong, but whatever.
Born with purpose, son of death, heir to the system that's supposed to keep everything symmetrical. So he carries that weight like it's law. Like if he slips, the world slips with him. He's not just managing expectations, he's suffocating under them. The symmetry thing, that's not a quirk, although that is...
I hope it's not, Monkey, I hope it's not like a spoiler for you when it comes to this video.
Partially
I guess this video is supposed to help you get into like Soul Eater.
Quirk that makes him memorable. That's the only way he knows how to keep the chaos at bay. If everything looks right, maybe he can believe that everything is right. Maybe he can believe.
Oh my gosh, I still remember that episode where the Sphinx, he shoots the Sphinx because his face wasn't normal.
Not losing control, but perfection isn't peace, it's pressure. And underneath all the lines in order, Kid's just a teenager trying to prove he deserves to exist outside of his father's shadow. That he's more than a replacement, that he's not just a piece on someone else's chessboard. Because the scariest thing for someone like him is realizing that imperfection might be part of the point. These are all of the things each of the characters deal with while trying to defeat Medusa and her minions and eventually Medusa's sister Arachne and prevent the resurrection of the Kishin. Which, by the way, Arachne and her little chainsaw minion, I'm on.
Oh my gosh, bro.
To you, Fujimoto. But what I love about Soul Eater is that each of the characters I listed are so strongly distinct from one another, and yet they are all connected by two things. One of which we will discuss as it pertains to the conclusion of the series, but the first has been laid out. the thing they all have in common.
The
It's
connection
within
with
each
their
of
weapon.
them and all of us. I've avoided saying the word exactly, but I'm sure you know by now. Fear.
Fear.
Fear is the common thing all of
Bro, I
these
expect the Kendrick Lamar thing. Fear.
characters struggle with. One scared of not being enough, the other scared of being judged, scared of losing oneself to the impulsive thoughts and desires that will harm others, scared of losing order, scared of losing.
Basically, Stein's character is like, you know how you guys like people like on the like you're high up. It's like, do it. You better jump, do it.
Being stagnant, because then it confirms everything people said about you, or it confirms the negative things you believe about yourself. The fear of interacting and forming relationships with new people, because the trauma of abandonment has crippled our ability to see anything but that outcome. We don't really realize sometimes that what holds us back is fear. What also drives us is fear. Those who procrastinate, like myself, don't always do so because of laziness, but rather because they are scared of a negative outcome.
Oh my gosh, that's me to a T. But you know how many videos I'm like, sometimes I'm afraid to put out videos because I'm like, what happens if I put out a video and then like a whole bunch of people like hate it? That's the thing.
So it's easier if there's no.
I hate calling myself a procrastinator, but I am a
at all.
procrastinator.
Anger, despite being a popular emotion, is really a secondary emotion. Often the origin of someone's anger can be traced back to sadness or fear. I'm scared of this outcome, so in an outburst of anger, be it verbal or physical, I'm going to try and stop it. We get angry at things we do not understand. Sometimes a feeling of inferiority, or it makes us question what we know. Once again, some form of fear. For years I thought I was an angry person, but then I realized beneath all of that God-hating anger was a deeply anxious individual.
Bro, I want a model just like this, because I think I'll be legit like a model like this. Not like straight up like this, but if I get like a model just like this, I'll legit like be popping out videos every single day.
The origin of this video even came from a place of fear that my previous Soul Eater video is going to be what some people think is all that I'm capable of. I resonate heavily with Soul and holding back, because when you don't try your all, you don't have to care what other people think about what you do or make, which is what I did.
Soul with a suit, bro. Soul with a suit is freaking fire, bro.
With this channel for years. I'm scared to age my video poorly, but I think the word people.
Oh gosh, I don't know what video. Wait, I don't think any of my videos age poorly. Except my. No, I think any of my videos age poorly.
To use is nonchalant, but some people need to hear that you aren't nonchalant. You're being a loser.
Yeah.
It's terrifying to try something new or take the risk of giving it your all. So instead, we stay with what we are comfortable with, even if that sucks. I resonate with Blackstar wanting to improve and hating the feeling of not getting better, because if I don't get better and better, then I'm replaceable.
Yeah.
So while learning to be okay with going all out and caring more about the process than the results, there was another fear pushing that even more.
See, as much as I'm like, if I watch Soul Eater now, now I'm looking at this video, I think if I still watch Soul Eater, I'll probably still think it's like my favorite anime. Because in my mind, I'm always like, there's definitely certain animes out there where I'm like, if I watch it again, I'm not gonna feel the same. But there's certain animes out there where I'm like, if I watch it, I think I'm gonna enjoy it twice. Because I watched Soul Eater like a total like of 3 times, like start to end. I watch it 3 times, and I feel like I say it like the 4th time if I watch it, I didn't enjoy it. But I think I'm gonna start doing that. Like I could create a series where I'm like, I watch like watching animes that I rated poorly. I might do that for Eat My Pancreas, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'm sure some of you might connect with deciding to be isolated and or avoid any honesty or vulnerability in any relationship of any kind, because then the real you, not the you that you're okay with people seeing, but that real version of you doesn't have to feel the pain of rejection or abandonment that you haven't healed from. So by being scared of having our worst insecurities
what can Blackstar do? And yeah, this anime seems interesting. I watched a few episodes, but I dropped it because it was some stupid reason. I really want to watch it again. Blackstar's power is basically like he can summon like swords. And can you watch like 2 animes episodes and rate them? That's up to you though. But to answer your first question, Blackstar's ability to, well, he's with someone named Tsubaki. Basically, he can This happens when I talk too much. You basically can summon ninja like stuff, like ninja like swords and all that other stuff. And you said you a few episodes, but you dropped it. I get that, you know. If you have a reason to drop an anime, it must be a reason why you dropped it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and like, oh, you dropped it after, you know, is that it? And you can watch like 2 anime episodes and rate them. That's hard for me. I can't do that. I have to watch the whole thing because I feel like when you judge an anime based off the first episode, Rent a Girlfriend was different. Like I like watching trash anime, but it's like, imagine if I stopped watching a series like Bocchi the Rock, right? And I said, oh, after 2 episodes, 3 episodes, I rate it like I didn't like it, right? But if I watched the whole thing, I love Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock is a freaking good anime. But I feel like I don't think you could rate an anime based off 2 or 3 episodes. I think you could tell what's going to happen in 2 to 3 episodes, but I don't think you could rate it as much. Because you don't know. Like, watching like 2 to 3 episodes, you might hate it, but what happens if you watch it all the way through and you love it, you know? That's my code. Like, I watch everything all the way through, unless you're Loveless. I didn't watch Loveless all the way through, but like, you know, I feel like I think if you don't like an anime, so be it. But like, I think it's fair to rate after 2 or 3 episodes.
From in our minds, we avoid the situation completely. This in Soul Eater is intermingled and often amplified with what is known as madness. Shout out Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
Fuck Hulk Hogan. This segment should be easy because it is currently 4 in the morning. No, I lied. It's only 3 in the morning, and I currently want to integrate my face into the monitor.
3 in the morning doing a video?
The sanity in the world of Soul Eater, the moments of horror in the series are really underrated, but it has some great shots capturing what it feels like to lose oneself completely, being consumed by one's fears and giving into reckless abandon by the corrupting magic of chaos.
Ew.
I love this aspect of Soul Eater because the souls represent and are an exaggerated form of connection and how we each affect one another. The wavelengths we give off, like instruments playing a rhythm.
I'm gonna be honest, I so maybe want to do piano. Bro, when he hit that piano, he's like, I was like, I wanted to learn piano, bro.
For others to hear. With harmony, multiple instruments can come together and create a beautiful sound. But madness is like putting the most scuffed amp and speaker on the instrument and causing a noise that distorts just as much as it enhances. That's why the style is so powerful, because the madness exists in every part of the world of Soul Eater. It's chaotic, whether it be the expressions or the ever-changing world.
Yeah.
This isn't a clean, polished universe where everything makes sense. It's a world built around chaos, anxiety, and trying to find your center in the middle of all of that. And what makes that so powerful is that every character is on the same journey, just different paths.
Yeah.
They're all trying to keep their soul steady while the world around them and even inside of them starts to crack.
Bro, you know what's funny? They were playing basketball. I remember this episode. They were playing basketball during like Keishan was awakened. They were playing basketball. I'm like, it's kind of like even like in real life, like why is he having fun playing the piano? It's a different clip because there ain't no way. He basically what he said, like you can basically like meisters can connect to each other based on like basic instruments, and he's like playing the piano to like enhance their abilities. I think Soul's the only person who could do that.
We all have madness deep down, but in the pursuit of what we want, will our fear...
But back to what I was saying, like when they're like playing like basketball during, like I think that's like even in real life, like when war's going on, like you just have to be in a situation where you have to feel like there's like some happiness in there.
Fears take control and corrupt our very soul, and then kill it. The biggest tragedy is then revealed near the end of the manga, and that's the Kishin Asura is the firstborn of Lord Death. This is the important shit the
so it is true they're brothers.
Doesn't include. When a Shinigami is born, the previous dies. Or at least that's the case with Death and his son. Excalibur. I need an Excalibur VTuber tomorrow. Where he's actually serious, asks Death if he's afraid of dying. Quote, "No. I've already given away my fear along with everything else. It seems that putting all of your fear into one fragment wasn't such a smart move. Fear and order. We tried to build order the others in.
I think they paint Excalibur as like a goofy, annoying thing. But I'm pretty sure I never read the manga, which I'm good. That's the first thing I'm gonna get, like a manga collection of Soul Eater. Yeah, Excalibur is like basically like the OP character.
Madness are two sides.
He's so OP, but no one wants to deal with
the
him.
Same coin. Perhaps this outcome was preordained. I have no right to speak ill of Medusa for using her own child as an experiment. This is all my fault, and yet all I can do is send Kid and his companions to deal with it. The Kishin being the living embodiment.
In the anime, he's just on his deathbed.
Of not just madness, but as the god of madness, wishes to spread it throughout the world the same way Death and his son Death the Kid wish to preserve order. All the while Maka and Soul reach out to Krona hoping to save him.
Let me guess. What is that? Goofy, let me guess. Goofy ass character, but powerful. I should know just by looking at him. What, the Death or the Kishin?
But Krona chooses to amend for their sins and sacrifice themselves to help defeat the Kishin. The age-old question is asked when it comes to order and chaos. Should one exist without the other? Can one even exist without the other?
Oh, you mean like Death? Yeah, he's basically that. Because back in like he had to do like because he's basically running an academy. He can't freaking be having kids running around scared of him, even though his name is Death. But he had to. It basically has these two different forms where he's like, oh, in the anime he has two different voices, where he has like this this goofy voice. Deaf. I guess Deaf. But yeah, he has two different voices. The goofy one and the serious one.
Part of Death the Kid's growth as a character and him introducing a new order is by not focusing on just order, not seeing things with an obsession of symmetry, but of not seeing things through the viewpoint of balance. Symmetry simply being one side mirrored on the other, while balance means it can be different elements that are equally weighted.
Yeah, he's basically
giving it to his madness of order. Someone like Black.
He basically like Death in this version. Death is kind of like the god of the world, I guess. I don't know how to put it. He's basically like he is powerful. Like if he has like everyone's like working to become his what's it called, his weapon. So he is practically, he's goofy but he's serious at the same time, like Makarov, like from Fairy Tail. Like he's goofy but he's freaking pretty powerful.
Star couldn't exist because he stands out in
like Excalibur is powerful too, but he's just straight up annoying.
The symmetry, but in a world of balance, someone like Black Star is necessary. Asura views humanity as puppets, while Kid learns to.
You know what makes me mad? I don't think I ever could do like a Soul Eater video because like Masked Man, I think he just does it better.
It's what humanity is and the freedom to choose and be themselves. As Death dies, he believes Kid will be just fine, fueled by his love and trust in humanity instead of his fears. Black Star surpassing even the gods. Soul plays the mad piano without losing sight of himself, and Maka realizes that she is indeed enough and needs not fear rejection because she can harmonize with others. That is the power of humanity, of the human soul and essence and self, that despite our fears, we are stronger together and capable of
Perfectly
harmony.
said.
Sometimes our answers lie where our fears do. We can't give into it, but we also can't get rid of fear. So the only option we have left is to embrace it.
Yeah, Krona wasn't even in the last part.
Ability
That's
to
crazy.
love one another can beat out whatever fears we have. The birth of this channel was an overthinker having a fuck it moment. Serious, if you overthink a lot, a calculated fuck it or two can go a long way. Years later, despite the ups and downs, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you're scared of failure, try something new and understand that you were better off trying than regretting never trying anything once.
Motivational speak.
Left. If pursuing your dream doesn't scare you, then maybe you need a better dream. If you were scared of forming bonds with others, be honest with the people close to you and see how you are loved far more than you could ever imagine.
Goodness gracious.
Trying to get better at exploring with curiosity instead of fear. Viewing oneself as a world to be explored instead of always like a problem that needs to be solved. Soul Eater is a bold series in style, almost like Okubo chose to let go of whatever fears he had and made something he wanted to make.
It's crazy how people just like say Fire. Okay, I get Fire Force's story ain't like that. I don't think Fire Force is not better than like Soul Eater. Like even from like a non-biased point of view, it's like I think I'll still prefer Soul Eater. But like I hate when people like trash on Fire Force. It's like it's so stupid.
While creating a story that covers characters
like Soul Eater is such a good anime, and like Fire Force be like, oh, fan service.
To deal with the
I can't stand fan service, but I don't mind watching a Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, One Piece. Well, I guess One Piece. Yeah, it does have fan service. You know, it's like it's such a dumb like argument to make.
Be themselves.
They are fan service every single thing. Like, are we just gonna not act like, other animes don't exist?
No matter what you believe in, what you stand for, what you are, deep down I believe we all share similar fears. And you might not always understand another person, and they might not always understand you. But that's okay, because symmetry isn't the goal. Harmony is. And for that, we don't have to be the same for two souls to resonate. Sometimes we take things for granted.
I need this model, bro. I'll freaking go crazy on my thought pieces. I'll actually write a script. I don't write scripts for my video. Hey, all right. Go subscribe to Mask Man. I'm gonna like this video because I actually like this video. I usually don't like videos, so it's like, But anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. I do not want to lose my voice. Thank you, Monkey Gang, for coming to the stream. Speaking motivation. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to the stream. Thank you, Sake, for coming to the stream. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. But expect a video for me this week. I will be doing a video. Maybe on the anime Sake told me about. Thank you guys for coming. Make sure you guys subscribe to Mask Man. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll see a new video this week. I'll definitely be talking about the anime Sake just told me.